You up, never gonna no. Never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna run around and desert you. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I tell you what, if that doesn't make for a good start of the show, I don't know what is. It's good singing right there, folks. I would record that and probably use that on Whack Comics somewhere if I was those folks. Hope everybody's doing well. I am on time and was early, in fact, tonight, and it's going to be a great show. I know it's on Friday, not Saturday. Tomorrow I'm driving to Atlanta for my nephew's birthday, which is also just happens to be Dustin's son. So it's crazy how that worked out. And have some really amazing pickups that I'm super excited to show everybody tonight. We're going to do a lot of comic book speculation discussion. We're going to talk about just some cool things. I mean, I bought some cool stuff, and I'm super pumped about all of those things I purchased.
Shut up, Nick. Nobody in here came to hear you talk. Everybody came here to hang out with the cool part of Two Brothers Comics. So I'm here, guys. Don't worry. I'm not going to make you suffer through 5 or 6 hours of Nick babbling on. I'm here. But I guess we should let him at least co-pilot this plane. What's going on, dude?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I.
I'm not tracking on what you're saying, but
A full commitment's what I'm thinking of.
okay.
You wouldn't get this from another guy.
Good Lord. We're also going to be doing our Bro Box giveaway for August. Now that we are, or no, September, excuse me. Now that we're halfway through October, we're going to do the September Bro Box giveaway tonight for our members. And that way we're back on track. It took us a while to get caught up on those. So I'm glad we're caught back up. We're going to try to stay that way.
Yep. But I do just want to tell you how I'm feeling.
Okay.
I got to make you understand. Okay. I'm never going to give you up. Never going to let you down. Never going to run around and desert you. You know why? Because I'm not Justin Birch.
Wow.
Just kidding.
That's right.
You may or may not be watching.
Justin bailed on us to like go see Harry Potter stuff with his wife. Like, what the hell kind of person does that?
I mean, honestly, that sounds kind of cool what they went and did. They went to a symphony, and somebody got on there and was like telling Justin, oh, sorry, guys, I got to fix this. I'm going to look goofy for 1 second. Somebody got on there and told Justin that like Harry Potter, some like white elitist supremacist or something like that on his post. I'm like, are you kidding me? Harry Potter was beat.
Oh my God. It's because people want to complain and cry because JK or something about JK Rowling. I don't even know what it is, but apparently.
No, like this was just specifically about Harry Potter, but yeah,
okay.
It was dumb for sure. But anyways,
people are dumb. Harry Potter is cool. J.K. Rowling is cool. Hermione is cool. Ron is cool. Hell, even Voldemort's cool. So,
I actually may or may not read those. You guys may not know this if you haven't. We're about to say hey to everybody in the chat. So, I'm technically supposed to be reading Fantastic Four, and to be completely candid, I have been totally consumed by Lord of the Rings, so I plan on picking that back up. I'm still reading it. Just I've not been able to do what I want to do, but I'm almost at like. It's been a rough month. Okay.
Yeah.
I discovered Lord of the Rings, the novels. Anyways, not discovered them, but I started reading them, and I've been super pumped. I haven't even read manga in I don't know how long. But then I also have the George R.R. Martin Game of Thrones series sitting over here now that I'm probably going to read. but I think I'm really going to dedicate a crap ton of time to just blasting through the Fantastic Four. Since I'm already through most of the egregious reading, or however you want to describe it, I'm right at 100.
Okay.
So I'm going to blast through it. I'm just going to.
Yeah, for me, I was like, you know what? If I can make it, if I can get to like 150, I'll
Yeah.
feel accomplished, even if it takes me like a year reading it as much as I can. Because if I'm at home, I've just been working on getting these books pressed and clean. I've had a great I wouldn't say I don't know turnout.
You talking about pressing and cleaning?
Yeah,
It's
like
been
I've had
very
a
positive.
bunch of people send
Yep.
books in.
That's
So
good.
it's been good. So
The-
much so I have another press on the way. Should be here tomorrow or Monday. So
Awesome.
for anybody that doesn't know, I am pressing and cleaning comics, submitting to CGC for you, all that stuff. So if you have any needs in that area, hit me up on the Two Brothers account, or you can hit me up on the underscore comic underscore book underscore chiropractor on Instagram. Or you can just hit me up on our Two Brothers account and I'll send you the link to that one.
Yeah.
But
Well, honestly though, like since you guys are all here and we love you all so much, let's do a deal for everybody. 100% retail for everybody in the chat for pressing books.
what does that mean?
It means they're just going to pay normal price, 100% retail.
Oh yeah.
I'm just making it. I did that to Josh on his show 2 weeks ago, and he straight up was like, "No. Everybody listening, that is not true. We're not doing that." I said, "Josh, I said 100% retail. It's okay. I'm not didn't say 100% off." And Alan was
Yeah, I was
laughing.
like retail, like you talking about me
Yeah.
charging them the retail value of their book to do it? Because
Yeah.
that could or could not work out very well for me, but I'm
Anyways,
working on coming up with something, some kind of deal to put out
yeah.
for the members. Um,
Oh yeah, that would be a really
So
good idea.
that's something I'm gonna do. And then um the C3, everybody's doing the comics curing cancer auctions and
Yeah.
stuff this weekend. I'm gonna be hanging out with Burke Nasty, old Steve Berkman of Burke Family 54 Comics Sunday. I'm gonna have a couple of books, but I'm gonna put up for auction free pressing and cleaning for a year.
Yeah.
So that will be something that I'll be putting up for auction to go towards that on Sunday. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, and it's all going towards a really good cause. So, matter of fact, all super chats tonight are going to go towards the comics curing cancer donations. So we'll do that too.
Julio. Sounds good. I like it.
So if you
All
guys
right.
are in super chats, you're just bad people.
So and it's
I like how I took that and put it on them.
what is Rob's YouTube name again?
Rob Fat Stacks of Comics.
That's what it is. I kept wanting to say like his full name, and I know that's
Yeah,
not the name of
so
his
they're doing
channel.
it on Rob's channel,
But
John's
he's the
Comics
one
with
that's really been
Kids.
leading it, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
started it today on Mark's channel. They're gonna do it on John's Comics with
Yeah.
Kids. And I know Burke's doing it, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other people too. So
Yeah. So perfect. All right. So shout out to him. He's got the best mustache in the game next to me. But that's neither here nor there. So Cap'n Comics, what's up? Soft Pockets, hello.
hanging out with me on my IG live.
Rick Roll it. That's right, man. He knows. Chris, what's going on, boss?
What's up,
Glitter
Chris?
and duct tape. Hello. Dustin, he's got a question for you.
No, I'm
Just
retired, dude.
just make sure you don't sing Island Boys. Well, I
No,
mean,
I'm
for
officially retired
requests.
from the hunt. So
Official.
official, it's done.
I
I've
thought
already
Tony Sanders.
I put in my paperwork to be inducted into the Hunt Hall of Fame 4 different times with 4 different characters. So
I like it. All right, well, let's talk about new pickups real quick.
yeah, because I actually got some. 'Cause
Cool.
it's been
I'm
a
going
couple weeks.
first.
So what's up, Kyle? Oh gosh, there it is.
Look at this.
That one's way more legit than the other one you had that we said was your Gandalf pipe.
Well, so the other one is still technically a church warden, but yes, this is actually made by a company called Floggleworks. It is 16 inches, wood to wood. I've not used it yet, so that's why the stem's not really like sticking in. But they have so many different designs and stuff. But this is their Hobbit, their dark Hobbit, and like I said, 16 inches. My other one is like to there, right? And it's a pipe tobacco because I mean that's legit what it is, and that is what it will be used for is pipe tobacco. But super cool. They have a 9-month waiting list for the Gandalf version. So I hopped on that, but went ahead and bought this, and I just thought it was super neat to see, you know, the Hobbit pipe. It's got the bent stem, super cool. Again, I started reading the Lord of the Rings, and my whole life has gone downhill. I've also found the prop replica company that is the only licensed ring maker, and I'll be buying from them. It
Are
is
you ready
a
to buy these Hobbit slabs I got yet, dude?
not yet. I'm gonna wait a couple weeks and wait for the price to keep dropping on them.
Oh, my price is not going to drop.
But so the Hobbit the ring is a tungsten carbide, 24 karat gold plated, and it has all the stuff on it, and it's literally the exact movie replica. So I thought that's pretty cool. And then I also haven't got it yet, but I'm gonna buy it.
My first wedding ring I lost was a tungsten carbide ring. That joker was expensive.
Yeah, that it was probably just like this one, right?
Yeah, mine was
Was it like the black one?
finish. Mine had a gunmetal finish on it.
Yeah. So I want to say this one was like $200, maybe.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah,
very
after
like,
I lost like 70 pounds and then it slid off my finger in a lake.
dang.
So
And this is the other thing. Picked it up. I honestly don't know why, because right over here to my shoulder, 1 through 30,
you already have
32.
them.
I already have them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But who can resist a good box set?
I don't know. I'll let you know if I see one.
You know what I mean? Oh, and that's not all. You go ahead, and I got to get my other thing. What's up, Phil? What up, Agu?
What's up, Phil? Agu, what's going on, guys?
What up, Kyle? All right, you go now, and I got to get this other thing because it's
Alrighty. Okay. He didn't even finish the sentence; just rolls out.
it's borderline bombastic.
I don't know. I don't know that word. That is a new one for me. Just to remind you guys see the ticker at the bottom. Any super chats or anything like that tonight can be all donated to the Comics Curing Cancer. And just so you guys know, you know what? I'll match whatever. I'll match whatever comes through tonight. I'll match and we'll donate that.
Somebody send about $4 million.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I won't match it because that could get real crazy.
Put like a limit on the match.
Yeah.
You haven't worked much. What up, Perry?
Yeah. That is one thing I have not done in the last 2 months is work.
All right, while you're doing that, real quick, bombastic.
That is cool.
Bombastic. I was shopping for Hagen's birthday present, and this was at Target, and so I had to buy it. I mean, look at that. Look at the detail.
No, it looks good.
So, anyways,
What's up, Perry? So
up,
I went
man?
to the Atlanta Comic Book Convention weekend before last. They do it 4 times a year. It's a quarterly thing. It's the oldest comic book convention in the South, I believe. Been going on for a long time. One of my favorite conventions because it is literally just a hotel ballroom, and it is wall to wall, table butted up to table, all the way around, and then in the middle, double-sided, nothing but comic books. That's it. No gimmicks, no trinkets, no nothing. Comic books, and that's it. And you find some awesome stuff. There was a lot of really good deals that I left there simply because, like Nick said, I haven't been working much, so I didn't have a whole lot of money to spend. But had I had more money to spend, I would have had some cool shit I would have bought. But I picked up this Jurassic Park IDW issue number 1. You guys know I like picking up the Jurassic Park stuff. This is just part of the goofy stuff that I like to collect that probably other people don't care about. But I'd never seen the IDW series, so I've got all of the Topps original Jurassic Parks. But saw that one. I thought it was pretty cool. So that's the dinosaur from Jurassic Park 3. And I believe that's also the logo from Jurassic Park 3, which is definitely the weakest film in the franchise. But
wicked.
Mortal Kombat Blood and Thunder number 6. So this I picked up. I actually joined some Mortal Kombat groups on Facebook, and I've actually made pretty good friends with this dude in Canada. And we both have the same kind of interest when it comes to the Mortal Kombat collecting. He's into the comics too. If you guys remember a while back, I picked up those magazine-sized manga Mortal Kombats from him. He sent me an original art cell from the animated TV series. We made some trades, and this was one he needed, so I picked that up for him. You guys know I love the pirate stuff, so this is a reprinting book of some of the Golden Age piracy books. No idea about anything that's in here, but had pirates on it. Could not leave it there. Could not leave it there. Picked up the Marvel Milestone Edition of Fantastic Four Annual number 2. Super crispy, minty, nice copy of that, along with the Marvel Milestone Fantastic Four issue number 5. A lot of people kind of sleep on these books, but when you look up the values of these Marvel Milestones in high grade, it would shock you. Excuse me, if you look up the value based on what I saw a month ago, 2 months ago. At this point, who the hell knows? But we'll talk about that later.
Dollar books.
Right? 9.8, 9.9 dollar books. Back when Nick and I did the top 10 Neil Adams covers, right after he passed away, Nick and Justin and we used to do top 10s all the time. We did top 10 Neil Adams covers, and I found these tomahawk covers. I'd never seen them before, and I fell in love with them immediately. The first one is not Neil Adams. This is a Joe Kubert, first son of Tomahawk. But I love these covers, man. There's just really cool. Look at that dude's hands. Look at the gun. I mean, just killer. Love it. But then now we're going to break into the Neil Adams covers. So this is the Gala. Cool. Love that one. And I picked these 3 up off of a Facebook, actually. And the guy actually threw this one in for free. I bought the other 2, and he threw this one in for free because nobody claimed it. So that was super cool of him on that Facebook claim sale. Another 1970 Neil Adams. And these last 2 are 2 that I wanted to find. Like I didn't want to buy them on eBay. I wanted to find them, digging in the wild, track them down myself, and find the ones I wanted and pick them up myself in person. But I wanted them in high grade because it's very hard to find these tomahawks in high grade. So I did find the 2 that I've really been looking for a long time. And this is issue number 130 or 119.
Yeah, that one is sick.
Yeah, really, really cool Neil Adams. I love that buzzard at the top. Just awesome, man. Awesome. Super cool. It's not superhero stuff, but it's just really, really cool Neil Adams artwork. The colorist definitely deserves a lot of love on this as well. So love that one. But the one that I wanted the very most was this guy right here, the 123. I thought this was the absolute
that one is sick.
Most magnificent one. And it's really cool. I loved it. So basically they've got his family hostage, I believe. They tie the horses to each hand, slap him on the ass, and he's got to figure something out before they rip him apart. So he ends up jumping down this big, huge hill into a pond or something and drags the damn horses down with him. So that's really cool. Perry, yeah, just go on Facebook and Google Mortal Kombat groups. They're everywhere, bro. Toy groups, collectible groups, game groups. The collectible groups are the best, though, man. You see some cool shit in those groups. And if you guys are following me on my Comic Book Chiropractor Instagram page, you'll have seen this guy right here. This is the Mexican edition of Amazing Spider-Man 363. And if you go look at the before and after pictures on this, before I pressed it and after, I bought this book. One because these Mexican editions, and I know this is loud, I'm just trying to get it out. These Mexican editions are really hard to find. And they changed the story for these. Instead of Gwen Stacy dying, she didn't in the Mexican editions. They just didn't do that. But they're hard to find. But they the big reason I bought this is because it was so messed up. So messed up. It looked like it had been sitting in a puddle of water for like 20 years, man. It was bad. The eyes on all 3 characters were just absolutely destroyed. Yeah, you can see how wrinkled uh the before picture on the left is right there. I mean, and if you just scroll through those, this thing was just absolutely beat to death. I mean, you see that's the back cover there. And I was able to really, really bring some life back to this book. And that was the main reason I bought this book was I was just like, man, that looks challenging. And it's a different kind of paper that I haven't worked with. But it looks challenging. I was able to clean a lot of the gunk and the mess off of it and really improve the entire comic book as a whole. So I was really, really excited about the way it came out. And I was like, well, I was like, even, I buy it, I fix it, and then if I want to sell it, I can probably make my money back, no problem with it looking in better condition. But like I said, the big thing for me was I was just like, I looked at it as a challenge, something new I hadn't worked on before. It was really dirty, really, really bad, water damaged and wrinkled up. And I was excited about being able to work on that one. So that's the back cover, man. I think the art is just super, super killer, man. And the fact that their back cover could be a
Yeah.
front cover, So
Yeah, it is
super
cool.
cool. And then the last thing I picked up was, and I've shown Nick, but it is the Fantastic Four collector's album. So it's a Marvel collector's album. This is volume 1 featuring Fantastic Four. And it's super cool, man. This is trade paperback before trade paperback was cool. And it hasn't even been opened, it doesn't look like. But it's all black and white. Focus camera. I hate this camera sometimes. But anyway, it's all black and white, and it reads this away. So it's not even like a manga. Like you have to hold the book
Mhm.
like this to read it. But it's really cool, and it's got like 10 or 15 issues in it, and it's got like these cool little things. Like there's hate monger, so it gives you like
Oh my gosh, Hate Monger
information.
was hilarious.
And then you've got Diablo, which I really liked Diablo. I thought he was
Diablo
really
was
cool.
cool.
So you get like all these little tidbits of information on these characters. And I just thought this thing was just super neat. I had to pick it up. I'd never seen one, and they only wanted like $15 for it. And there was actually a couple of different printings of these. And this is the first printing of volume 1 in
That
really
is
nice
cool.
condition. So
How
I was
many
like, you know
volumes do
what?
they do of it? Do you know?
So there's a Fantastic Four, there's an Incredible Hulk, a Spider-Man, and I believe an X-Men.
Oh, cool.
So, and it's all Silver Age stuff. But I was just like, you know what? That'll look super neat on the shelf. And if I
Yeah.
ever decide like to grab them all, like they're not incredibly
It's like
expensive,
Pokemon, you can just get them all.
but they're not incredibly
Yeah.
expensive. But
What's
I
the
say
price
that,
on
but
them?
all the ones I saw were like really beat up.
Yeah. Or not the price. What's the publication date again?
So this one was 1960. The only place I was actually able to track any of these down was on mycomicshop.com.
Oh,
And
for real?
all
That's
all
cool.
the ones on there were beat to death, though. And they were asking more than I paid for this one. 1965.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah. So literally,
That's only got.
this book right here literally is the first ever reprinting of Fantastic Four issue number 1.
Yeah, that's cool.
This right here actually predates their Golden Record reprint. So it should be worth like $7,000.
That's cool.
Just saying. What's up, Alan? What's up, Andy? So, yeah, this could be this I can do this to your books as well. I'm just saying. Tomorrow, Nick is coming over. I took like 7 or 8 books from him last time I was there, and worked on those, cracked a couple slabs, pressed and cleaned them, got them graded. So tomorrow when he comes down, we're going to do the grade reveals. I've already got them all taped up, and he has no idea what the grades are. And I will say we're probably going to recrack a couple of them, but it'll be exciting to do the first ever grade reveal on our YouTube channel of books that I've pressed and cleaned.
No, it's not the first ever.
No, I guess it's not.
Yeah.
No, it is, because the other videos haven't been edited.
No, the one.
Oh yeah, I guess I did have that one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there was one.
It'll be the first time that we show your books then
There
that I
we
pressed
go.
and clean. So
We'll call it the first ever. Actually, what I'm
yeah,
about to do is probably go through and just start redoing a bunch of our thumbnails on some of our videos that never took off, and maybe see if that gives it any traction.
yeah.
I have seen that that's been a successful trend for some people.
What's up, Lawrence? If you guys are not watching Mighty Comics and Collectibles every week, I don't even know what the hell you're doing with your life.
He is
Gotta
bombastic.
go check out my man Lawrence. What's up,
What's up,
Big?
Biggie Shack?
What's up, man? Oh, Nick, I picked up a banging ass book today, boy.
What was it?
Woo, boy. I woke up this morning at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Rolled over, grabbed my phone, turned the alarm off, and I was just kind of flipping through Instagram. I always go to my page and check and see if I got any messages overnight about people wanting to send books.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at our page, and I saw Comic Cat 84, my buddy Kenny, just throwing out stupid deals on books. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, just dumb prices. And so I had to pick one of them up. Had to do it. And so I'm excited about getting that in.
I like it. What was it?
We're probably looking at a grade bump on there too, just from reading the grader's notes and zooming in on the pictures and looking at them. Yeah, I think I got a couple tricks up my sleeve to improve the grade on it. It's a Batman book.
I like it. Perry, but still some but some don't. Still trying to understand what's a good versus bad. Hell, Perry, I don't get it, dude. You know, we had like a couple month period where we were gaining like 700 subscribers a month. YouTube Shorts hit, killed everything and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get it, dude.
Yep.
It has been wildly frustrating and deflating, and I refuse to give in to YouTube Shorts. But that's probably the only way we'll grow.
I mean, but we've done shorts. We even started a whole shorts channel, and that shit didn't take off. Nobody watched any of it. So I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know, man.
It's fine. It's good. Everything's good. YouTube will come back around.
I've seen on just random videos people commenting saying like, you know, if you're out there contemplating canceling your YouTube channel, hang in there, don't give up. We're gonna make a comeback. I see that stuff all the time, and I'm like,
yeah, it's not just us, man. It's even like the massive channels that have like millions of subscribers that are like, we haven't broken.
Oh yeah, like I said,
4 million views.
Comic Book University, is that his name?
Yeah.
I mean, he's at like 28,000 subs, and he's pulling about the same amount of views we are on the regular.
Yeah, it's
like
wild, dude.
300 to 400 views max.
Yeah, it's wild. Wild.
And I mean, we've had one video in the past like couple of months hit over 1,000.
And it was something stupid with the world's worst thumbnail. It's you looking at a dumb book.
Hey, it ain't a dumb book. Fantastic Four.
Well, I'm saying like, I don't know. I didn't even think that was the book you were looking at. I think you were looking at your
I was looking at the Gambit.
But anyways,
I was looking at the FF51, but
that just tells you like, you know, I spend so much time putting a ton of energy, and we're going to move on to actual topics, guys. Sorry. But I put so much time and energy into trying to make a really cool thumbnail. And then that one, I bet you I spent 15 minutes putting that one together. And, you know, the tagline, and it literally just popped off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you and I both were like, this is a long and drug out video. Nobody's going to watch it. But yeah. Well, yeah, like literally I've thought about doing that. Just literally one book or one omnibus or one, like, here is.
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to take off on TikTok. So I'm doing a 1,000
cross-dressing on TikTok.
I'm doing a 1,000 follower giveaway on TikTok. We hit 1,000 followers the first night that I can go live on TikTok. I'm giving the hell out of some shit away. Y'all go follow us on TikTok. I'm trying to make content over there, trying to get to where I can live stream with a camera overhead while I'm cleaning books.
Yeah.
I tried to do it on Twitch, but not one damn soul jumped in there.
So Dustin, Ben Compton asked about the humidity chamber.
I don't use a humidity chamber. I use something that I feel is superior to a humidity chamber, that I can actually control how much and where the moisture gets. Because with the humidity chamber, you can't control it. I mean, And the way I look at the way you look at it is, it's like if the front cover is has some kind of really bad indention in it, and the back cover is pretty much good to go. The inside isn't bad. Well, I don't want to overexpose the humidity and the
Yeah.
moisture to parts of the book that's not necessary. So what I'm using, I can control where the moisture and the humidity gets, how much of it. I can control buildup. I can make sure that I'm not getting buildup on it. The temperatures, I don't have to worry about temperature change and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I do use humidity and moisture in order to get every point out of every book. That is like my number one pet peeve is I'll be damned if anybody is going to crack a slab that has a book in it I worked on and get a half a damn point. I will not have that shit. I will. I mean, I clean book. I mean, look at so click on that. I mean, you can see here. Like, I mean, I clean the shit out of these books. I spend. I think on this book right here, I spent over an hour cleaning it.
Yeah.
This was just a live I did while I was cleaning on Instagram, but I mean, I spent a lot of time cleaning these books, making sure that
Yeah.
I get every point out of every book, every damn
Mm.
point.
Um,
I don't use a chamber of any kind. No.
that was a long answer. Perry, you got a TikTok to pass 1 million, like 1 million views or 1 million followers on an account? Because that's
Damn,
either
Perry.
way, that's cool. What up, Bueller? Look, did you and Bob talk about my mustache today? he
You
put
know
out
what?
this. Did you see that?
Uh-uh.
He put out a video Wednesday or Tuesday on
Oh
his
yeah, I did
Instagram,
see that. I did see
and
that.
I
Yeah, yeah,
commented,
yeah.
I
The
was like, "Y'all
comment.
should just talk
Yeah.
about how great my mustache is." And then who was it? Somebody got on there and just was like shaking their head at me. I was like, "It is what it is."
Well, I tell you what, Bob jumped into my Instagram live I did before we went
Yeah.
live here. Bueller's here now, so um, I'm glad to know that they still love us, because after watching their video Monday, I felt like we were on their list of shitheads that had cut out of their lives forever, and
So I
that
watched
made
that
me
video.
feel bad.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't want Bueller and Bob
not to
not
like
to like
us.
us anymore. Like,
Look, we spent 1 month trying out the whole ranting and raving to see if it would work.
and it
Uh,
did.
it was better, but man,
I
it's
mean,
just a terrible feeling
yeah,
afterwards.
yeah. You
So
just
we're back to just being
yeah,
us.
yeah. Because I mean, you literally because to do that, you just have to sit
Be
and
mad.
search for things and look at things and think about things that just make you pissed off. And then you're just pissed off all the time for no damn reason. And then you're just sitting like, well, if I hate all this shit, then why am I even like, why am I buying the
Yeah.
books? Why am I even enjoy what is the reason for me being in this hobby? Like, if you hate
She-Hulk
every
still
damn
sucked
thing,
though.
you know?
She-Hulk still
So,
sucked.
well, yeah, but I mean, it's just like, if we don't like, if I don't think I'm gonna like it, I ain't even gonna give
Yeah.
it a shot. Like, I'm
Yeah.
just not. I'll read what other people say and look at what is shown about things, and then I can make a decision on like, okay, I was right, or maybe I should give it a chance, like I did with WandaVision. 2 years later, I watched it, loved the hell out of it.
Yeah. So
But
you used the hyperbolic chamber.
I don't
I
know what
don't
that
think.
is, but nope.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, that was a really good. I was glad to see, Alan. Now you're poking the bear here. But I was glad to see Bob and Bueller back in the conversation. It felt like all was right in the world again, and good conversations. Um, and one thing that really did, Bob touched on, and Bueller touched on this too, was the whatnot conversation, and that whatnot for all of its issues, and it's more so to do with the people, I think, than necessarily the platform as a whole, but the amount of comic shops it saved
Oh yeah.
by owners being able to go in and really be able to move inventory there,
Yeah.
or else they would have shut down during COVID.
Hmm.
But then Bob brought up a point that the way they've kind of taken some things and made them so exclusive to whatnot that unless you're willing to go and fight and bid and overpay, you're never going to get an opportunity
Right.
at it, like Kanto.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because I know that
and
was one thing that really
yeah,
bothered you, because
yeah,
when those Kanto exclusives dropped, that were the basically like the color changing of the issue number ones,
yeah,
I knew you were gonna want those,
yeah, dude.
and we're both trying to get on there and get him one, and it didn't work out. Now I was able to get one from Skeff, and but by that
Yep.
time Nick had already secured one. So
But
um,
but check this out. They have
yeah,
dropped
yeah,
like a whole rock, dude.
yeah,
These are very recent sales, and I don't, well, not really dropped, right? So some of these were selling for around $20 or so. Some of
yeah.
these
You got to
weren't.
look for the virgin copies.
Like that right there, dude. I do want that one. It's a Star Wars take.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool.
but and there's the Ronin.
Yeah, but I
But
mean,
you know
look
what?
right here. You've got the virgins
Yeah,
signed 9.8 yellow labels by both creators, selling for less money than the blue label 9.8s were selling for.
yeah.
I mean, look right there, dude. You can get all three of them for $84. Wasn't that set going for like $500 raw
It was going for
that
something
weekend?
wild.
Like it was
Yeah.
crazy that weekend, man.
Yep. Yeah. So,
But
but
yeah, I
and again,
consider
it's
them
not
a long
Kanto
term.
specifically. It's
Yeah,
all books.
yeah.
But yeah, like look at that. Why is that? Why was that $54?
That was
And
from
then
September.
$5.
This
Wow.
is what I just talked to you about backstage. Prices on everything from September to now,
Yeah.
incredible. If you look back at June, July to now, it'll blow your mind.
Yeah.
But
One thing I will tell you about the Kanto stuff is I only want the stuff that Drew and David have worked on. I don't know if I want to say Drew did this one, but if he didn't, that's fine. It's still really cool. But like I'm not really a big fan of this one. I think this is that what is his name? Like J is it Javon Jordan?
oh yeah, I haven't been a fan of much of his stuff. I don't know what it is. It's like every year we have like this new, like every year there's a new
Yeah.
sweetheart artist. We had Art Germ, we had Peach, now it's him. I'm never a fan of any of the artwork of
Yeah.
these flavor of the year artists, because
Yeah.
it's like after like a year we get another artist that comes in. Like all the Peach stuff is nowhere near the price that it was.
Yeah.
Same thing with Art Germ. And I'm not like, saying, I'm not trying to be derogatory towards this guy. I'm just saying, like, I personally never find any of it to be my taste. And
Yeah.
like he did a TMNT book, and everybody was like going nuts about it. And I'm looking at Shredder and I'm just like,
And that's your thing.
I'm a big turtle guy, and like I don't like it. I
Yeah.
didn't like the way Peach did the turtle stuff. I didn't like his, but I mean everybody else seems to love him. So, but
Yeah.
that's the way it always goes with the artist. Whoever the sweetheart of the year is. But it's
Tell you
just
what I do want, and we're gonna talk about um we're going to talk about some spec books dying and things like that and kind of where the market's at. But while we're on the topic of uh Kanto, man.
oh, he's
So look,
selling original art.
he's been selling original art,
I
right?
didn't know this, dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look, and I want to say, if I'm not
I wonder if
mistaken,
he's selling the original art for the first cover.
I doubt it. That's
That
something
that
he
would be that would be major to
I
have.
want to say this is the one Andy bought, which is beautiful. I love it.
Mhm.
But this is the one I want right here. And I love it for a couple of reasons. It's the little guy, looking up the
Oh,
big
about to
mountain.
tackle the mountain.
But look, $1,200.
Yeah, that was when he was going to get the shrouded man for the in that issue. He was climbing the mountain to go after, or no. Was it the
This
shrouded
is the
man?
Hollow Man. This is the Hollow Man.
I know, but he was still going up against the shrouded man in those.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, because
It's been a minute since I read 'em.
he had those like demon fairies.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, I
Oh, I
think
like
that
that
one
one. Go
was
back up. That
okay.
one where he's like all tied up.
Yeah.
That is killer, man.
Yeah.
Maybe that was where they swapped his heart and his clock or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And that one's really cool too.
Clockwork fairies, yeah.
Yeah. But it's sick though, dude. But like I said, my favorite
I had
out of all
no
of them.
idea that he was
Yeah.
selling these. How big are they?
It's the original
Oh, like the
and
same. So it's on like that original art style.
the Bristol boards. Yeah. I want to
Okay,
say they're
cool.
11 by 17. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think right at that, or maybe a little bit bigger, but
Maybe 18
that's
by
really cool to
24.
know that he's
Yeah.
selling these, man.
Look at that, dude. That's sick.
I mean, I didn't read past Canto and the Hollow Men,
Yeah.
but I mean, Volume 1, there's no getting better than that.
No.
Volume 1 was just it was terrific. That's actually a
Yeah.
cover right there
Most of
for
these are, yeah.
that one is like a second print for issue 3, or is that a first
Something like
print for
that.
issue
I think
3?
it's the first print.
I loved that cover.
Yeah, but
I
you can still see
loved
the
that
blue
cover.
in his original. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
I loved that cover with the tentacles, and you can see the suction cups. The colors on that cover was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
What's up, Russ?
But anyways, I was like I said, I'm like for $1,200,
He's not selling anything from Volume 1, is he? I don't see
or
anything
or
from
it's
Volume
sold
1.
out, but I doubt it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. But a lot of the cool stuff's kind of gone.
yeah.
And again, this is original art. But he also, I want to say he does like actual just sketches, but they're all sold out. And
Oh,
these are
okay.
small like postcards. But it's pretty cool still,
Yeah,
though.
that's neat, dude. I like that. That's cool. That's cool to know that he's got that stuff for sale. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
I hope one day it doesn't like sell for $8 million and
You
him
feel
regret it.
stupid because you didn't buy any of it.
Yeah, or that too.
Like
Like
the
Secret Wars 8.
issue 3 of the first volume's cover.
Yeah. I'm telling you, dude, that thing is sick looking. But again, $1,200
Yeah.
bucks. It's worth every dime in my mind. But man,
Yeah, but right now, gotta hold on to that money.
that's right. We don't know what the economy's having. Still, some of my favorite Canto artwork comes from
Oh yeah,
Austin
yeah,
LeMay.
yeah. I mean, it likens so much to Drew's work.
Yeah, for sure. Anywho's, all right. Yeah, it is cheap for a cover for sure. He may not even realize he still has it up there for that price.
Right?
He may be like, dang. But anywho, so what are we going to talk
we were
about
talking
first?
about Bueller and Bob, and them talking about Whatnot and
Mhm.
everything, and I agree with a lot of what Bueller said with the whole thing. It's kind of gotten to the point now where it's just like it doesn't matter if you are doing right, and you're selling at great prices, you're packaging well, you're not being a dick about anything. you know there's so many people that have just wrapped up Whatnot as just being just this horrible, terrible organization of people. And it's like, everybody knows, you guys all know, Nick and I, we have our own special problems, but it
Well, I mean,
all is
to
directed
lay
at a
it out,
single person.
yeah, it's all with Jack.
We
100% just solely with Jack.
and I've said multiple times, I have plenty of people that I consider friends, that use Whatnot as a platform to make money for their families and stuff. And I don't want anything but to see them continue to flourish and do well, because there's a lot of good people that use the platform to do good stuff. Now, there's a lot of people on there that get on there and want to do, like, some really crappy stuff. You got
Yes.
people hoeing their wives out to sell comic books, and some scandalous, skanky crap going on there that honestly, I don't understand how that's allowed, but I guess whatever. But I think for every one of those, you probably got 5 or 10 people that are good folks. And if you dig in there, especially on the weekdays, if you dig in there far enough, go down to those sellers that don't have the huge followings, that don't have 50 and 60 people in there. You can find some deals in there, especially because you're not fighting with 100 people. Those are the people I watch when I get on Whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't care if for the big names. I'm not going to go in there and try to bid on a book when there's 25 to 150 people in there, because I already know it's going to go way past what I'm willing to pay anyway. But if I
Yeah.
see 8 or 9, 10 people in there, I'm like, well, hell, if there's 10 people in there, I'm sure 6 of them could care less about the same thing I care about. So
Yeah.
that's the way I go about Whatnot. I don't think that Whatnot as a whole is a terrible thing. I don't think that Nick or I, either one, wish the platform would go down or anything. Like, I mean, and if he's still in here, Bueller, correct me if I'm wrong, but they were a really big part of him being able to do what he's doing. Well, yeah. they're a big part of him being able to do what he's doing. So, I mean, they're helping out people like Bueller. Everybody loves Bueller. I
Yeah.
don't know anybody that doesn't like Bueller.
Well, I think never mind. I'm not going to make any statements. Anywho's,
Yeah.
yeah, our problem lays solely with Jack, basically. Yeah, solely, 100%. If you want to know why, we did a video.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, our issues are all directed towards one single individual, and they are definitely warranted. But my whole reasoning for not selling on Whatnot anymore, that didn't even it just so happened that it all culminated at the time of the C2E2 incident. But I had already not been selling on there for a couple of months.
Yeah.
Now, did I post that on Instagram just to pull some traction in on our Instagram? Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
But it had nothing to do with what happened, and I didn't try to make out like it had something to do with the C2E2 thing. If anybody asked me, I told them, like, I wasn't making any money. I was putting up $50 books, starting them at $1, and they're selling for $3 and $4. And if I didn't start it at $1, nobody would bid. So I was like, okay, damned if I do, damned if I don't. I'm out. See you later.
Yeah, Bueller. That's why like 5 seconds ago I was about to say something, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna stop. That's not my place. But yeah, for sure. And you know what, man?
But there's just a lot of good people on there that shouldn't be grouped in.
That's so frustrating.
And even I'll even go as far to say is like, even the ones that everybody is demonizing, like, I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm like, I'll even go as far to throw out Comic Tom's name, and Bueller talked about him.
Uh-oh.
Am I a big Comic Tom fan?
Uh-oh.
No, I'm not.
Uh-oh.
And why am I not a Comic Tom fan? I'll tell you what, when I first got into comic books and I jumped on YouTube, there was two guys that I listened to and watched religiously, Bueller and Comic Tom. I used to love and enjoy when Comic Tom was doing the videos and the live streams and his podcasts with Ryan, and they would actually go through and talk about comic books and the stories and stuff. Like when they went through the Infinity Saga, the entire saga, it took me like a week to listen to all that, and I loved it. I was enjoying it so much. It was like having a comic on tape almost. I was working so much. I don't have the time to read everything I want to read, but thanks to Comic Tom, I know what happened. I know what happened because I was able to listen to all that. That was the kind of shit that I really enjoyed that he did. And now everything's all directed towards the market stuff, and like, whatever, it's just not my bag. I don't care about it. I don't care about it.
So he doesn't care about Tom's bag.
So, am I a big Comic Tom, groupie? Like, no. But do I think he gets a lot of hate for shit that he probably didn't do? Yeah, probably. I think so. But again, I'm not gonna, jump on his nuts or anything. But I think
he's not gonna touch his bag.
There are some of these folks out there that people just, demonize, and it's like, but like, okay, you can speculate that this is happening or this is going on, but like, if there's no proof, then how can, and that was like Nick and I said, with the C2E2 thing, we admitted that we did our live stream and we kind of jumped the gun on a lot of stuff. And
well, I don't regret anything I said. And
no, I'm just saying, like, there were certain things though that we talked about that we didn't have all the details. We weren't 100% correct on. And we talked about that.
Yeah.
But, I think a lot of people just like to have the opportunity to grab the pitchforks and go after anybody. And, there's been multiple people I've heard say, that everybody likes to talk about the community, and that it's just kind of turned into like a joke at this point. It's like, it's hard to call it a community when you have so many people ready to turn on whoever the next one is to slip up. And it happens all the time. It happens all the time.
I ain't slipping.
I told Nick, I was
we ain't
like,
putting out content. We ain't slipping.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for us to be on the chopping block, because.
Well, if we didn't get on the chopping block last month, we're fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I guess, I mean, John still hasn't come around, but you know, I hopefully John will come back into our lives at some point, but we'll see.
John's Comics with Kids.
Yeah.
Well, it's because I quit posting all my fun stuff on Instagram. He has nothing to like argue with me about.
He did tag us.
Oh yeah, I saw that for a moment.
Us and Mark and someone else as being his favorite hot take people, and I was like, I don't have any hot takes. Like,
I have them all the time. They pop up in my head
Yeah.
24/7, and I quit because people were like, "You guys are negative," and that's why I posted earlier this week the most positive post of the day because I was positive than negative, or not negative, but I gave an opinion. But yeah, like it was this one I think he did. Hold on, he did a Ted Lasso thing, which John, if you're watching this ever, you definitely knocked it out of the park. I love Ted Lasso.
I want you to know that I value each of your opinions, even when they're wrong. But
and I'm like, I'm sitting here like, you know what? That's exactly how I feel about everybody.
Yeah.
And everything.
Did we like this? Yeah, we did. John, this was great. Value your opinions. So
that's why I would just tell everybody, like, if you see something controversial on our Instagram, 9 times out of 10 that was Nick. If you see someone posting a picture of a comic book, that was me.
Yeah. Well, and like, you know, what I posted this
because I'll post something
that
I think is going to do really well, and then out of nowhere Nick posts like I posted that reel that I put on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is going to get some good views.
Yeah.
And then Nick starts posting his hot takes 2 at a time, and it buries my freaking stuff that I post. And I'm like, I'm never going to get any traction on anything I do because Nick just buries them.
Well, and honestly, I don't even pay much
attention. Doing it on purpose. I'm just saying, like, it just.
And honestly, if we just, hell yeah, but look, we got to rebrand it. Okay. No, matter of fact, keep it branded if you're gonna go Bueller Bus of Destruction. I do honestly, like, I think it would be so cool if we weren't in this economy where I was nervous, like if it was gonna crash or not. I swear to God, I'd be like, dude, let's wrap the Bueller Bus with just some craziness, sponsored by Two Brothers Comics. Just something stupid.
Well, right on the side has to be the half bald scar.
Like this, yeah. Just what is it? I love that. Yeah, just put the goofy ass picture on his bus.
He looks
that would
like
be so funny.
Right after he took his mask off.
Oh my God, dude, it's so dumb.
Show him the reel I did, and then we'll get into talking about the market, and then we'll get into talking about Scar and Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes is so full of shit that it's leaking out of their ears. And when I say Rotten Tomatoes, I mean anyone that puts the reviews on there for the most part.
Yeah, chaos. We know it's not.
Yeah, I know it's not like an organization of people, but I think it's pretty valid argument to say that a lot of the people that said Thor: Love and Thunder was fantastic are probably the same group of people saying that Black Adam sucked, because there's no way.
No. Kyle, have a great night, man.
Later, brother. Take it easy, man.
Victor, I do believe this is Gator Guards.
Oh, okay.
They're the only Victor I know from Nashville. If not,
you know what? I showed them off on Instagram. I'll go grab the Two Brothers Comics official custom Gator Guard here in a minute.
By the way, this is one of the grails of my comic book collection.
That's stupid cool.
I love it. Anyways, all right. So this is just the cross dressing.
I have a plan. How much is this? How much is this?
It's $269.
So you have to get that much dollars, so then I gotta have this.
You misspelled TikTok like a son of a bitch.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's TIK.
Oh shit.
Let's go.
You know how hard it was to find a book that was for sale for $269?
How much is this? How much is this?
It's $269.
So you have.
It cracks me up. You're on the cross dressing.
I was gonna get Amanda to do it, but I'm like, all of the popular videos I see, like it's always some dude dressed up as his as like a woman pretend to be his wife and shit. So, but I've got a lot of stuff like that that I have saved to use the sounds to make some really fun comic book content with. Oh, there's the Gator Guard right there.
Yep, there we go.
The
Two Brothers Comics. I love it.
On it. Badass.
And then look, if this is for all you haters out there.
Well, why not? Comics are great. Fuck you.
My man. And that includes Stillwater, which is definitely the top book over the last 12 months.
Look, I will tell you right now, I don't care what anybody says. That dude is a genius.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I sat there. I'm in the middle of a meeting, and his stuff pops up, and I'm like, "Oh, Chip has a comic book thing. It's on his YouTube. He posted it. He has a comic book training video and stuff like that. It's like his master class. He calls it his Chip class. And I should have known, this man was just making it like, it's honestly really great advice, but the way he presents it is very hysterical. We should watch some of it honestly later if we're a little slack on, or if we have a little bit of time, because they are freaking hilarious. And I'm just watching, and all of a sudden he goes, "Comics are great. You." And I lost it, dude. I'm in the middle of this call.
He's absolutely.
Well, why not?
As far as modern day writers go, he's got to be my favorite.
Oh, he's brilliant, dude. He really is.
I pity anyone who did not read Stillwater. It's almost over, and like I've said it 100 times. Stillwater and Something's Killing Children came out early, and the wrong book got the highlight. The wrong book got the highlight, because Stillwater is still good. It is still good.
Yeah, for sure.
And if we're talking about which one's going to transition over, which one will transition better over as a television series or a movie, I think Stillwater would knock it out of the park and do way better than Something's Killing the Children. I think that it has a lot more legs as far as an episodic TV series than Something's Killing the Children does too. I mean, you see what happened to the books. You get out of the first 16 books, and then they take a break and they come back. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Nobody has talked about Something's Killing the Children.
No.
Nobody ever talks about how good it still is, and I hear nothing about it. The books have tanked hard. I saw a 9.8 today for sale for $450. I would have killed 3 people 2 years ago to get that book at that price in a 9.8. It was going for $1,200. Now that has a lot to do with the current economy and shit like that too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it's still crazy. It didn't come out that long after, I don't think, Chaos. I don't think it came out that long after. It may have been like 4 or 5 months after.
Yeah.
But I think that as far as indie titles go, at that point, Something is Killing the Children was the only indie title that I saw people unanimously talking about. And I was just like, you know what? I like it. I'm enjoying Something's Killing the Children. But for a long time there, I was almost going to take it off my pull list, like every other issue. And then, I wouldn't like this issue, I'm about to take it off the pull list. And I get to the next issue, and I'm like, all right, like it pulls me back in. With Stillwater, I was hooked after every single damn issue. I thought it was awesome.
I think it would have a very similar tone to Walking Dead if they did it in that way. Like the serious, like the early on Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I think it would be good. I think Shane, what's his name? I don't know. He's kind of aging a little bit though.
Yeah.
I feel like the son would need to be somebody. Anywho's that we're not going to fan cast tonight. I guess. But so who that said Black Adam did suck. That's highly disappointing.
Well, come on now. Who that don't like no DC movies? I ain't never heard him say a DC movie was decent.
Yeah. Dang, he sold his for $900.
I haven't seen Black Adam either, so I'm not saying that it is good. But I'm not even excited about this movie for The Rock. I'm excited about seeing the JSA because they looked fantastic in the trailers. Absolutely fantastic. But even if it is bad, there's no way that it holds a candle to the terribleness that was Thor: Love and Thunder. There's no way. I don't care.
We're all only going up from there. And Scar. as long as it's not as bad as what the way Scar looks. But he said he would watch it again. Great restart to the DCU, so I'm super pumped
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, Victor. So I don't know when Nashville con is happening, but
When is Nashville? It's this month. Like it's in November, I think.
see, that's why, because I travel so much and it's so close to the holidays. It's hard to get away during
Yeah.
the time.
Because like November 5th, we've got a con out here already.
Yeah. Oh, Alan mentioned something about something they're doing in Hunts or at Haven. I know it's KusaCon. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Acusticon is the one here.
Alan dropped something about that. So
Okay. Yeah, I've
um,
actually and then we've also got Cartersville Comic Con that Dustin does, Dustin and Shane.
yeah,
Well, it's just Dustin now, but so he and I were actually talking about that today. So that's shaping up. And then me and the boys, man, we're gonna put on the Southern All-Star Comic Con.
just
It is gonna
pure
happen.
comics.
Nothing but comics. We're gonna put together the greatest hand-selected, invite-only vendors that you will ever find. We are going to find we and most of these guys we already know. So like
Yeah.
the list of vendors is pretty much set. We already have a huge, wonderful venue. Entry is going to be very cheap. I mean, this con is going to be this con is not going to be about any of us making money.
Yeah.
It's literally going to be about putting on the best show that could possibly be put on so that people can come and buy damn comic books.
Yeah.
No. It's not an invite only to come to the con. The vendors are going to be hand selected, invite only, like, just the vendors. Like anybody that wants to come to the con, like when we get all this stuff in writing, you guys will know because I'll be advertising the hell out of it. But it's just the vendors. Just the vendors are going to be hand selected, by us. And it's not gonna there ain't gonna be no trinkets. There ain't gonna be no toys. And hey, I don't have anything against toys. I like toys too, but this is gonna be a comic book convention. And it's gonna be an all-star lineup of vendors. The biggest and baddest shit you will see. But they're also gonna have people, we're all but we also know a bunch of people that have a really good selection of just, regular run filler stuff like that. So
I think if anything, you need to have, if you're going to do one guest, it should be Pancake Cat.
he was actually at the Atlanta Comic Book Convention.
Yeah.
So he was hanging out with Buff Bagwell, which was really sad that he was the only person hanging out with him because he was there to do signings and pictures. And the whole time he was sitting over there, every time I saw him, there was not one person.
Dang.
And I felt so bad for the guy. Felt so bad for him.
Well, dang. So, anyways, we've talked about Black Adam. So let's bring up Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes.
We're gonna talk about that before we talk about the market stuff.
It's up to you.
I don't care. We can go straight into that, and we'll talk about the market stuff after we talk about Black Adam.
All right. So let's audience score 88. No, I do not want
Rotten Tomatoes and Black Adam and all together.
Okay.
Now, how can it be this separated?
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that you don't have a bunch of Marvel homers.
I don't think it had to do with Marvel. I think it's the fact that
no. It's because pull up Thor: Love and Thunder. I want to see what that one says.
Yeah, give me a second.
Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, Rob, I'm telling you, man, you're in Florida, bro. So when we get this going, you need to come up for this show, man, because this is gonna be. It ain't gonna be no bullshit, man. It's gonna be nothing but quality ass books, bro.
I have no clue what you're saying, Perry. All right, so I hate the fact that sometimes Melon is frustrating, but I use so many different anyways. All right, here we go. So 64 and 77.
So see, even for a terrible movie, it's much closer.
Yeah,
much closer.
And right now it's 43 and 88.
Right.
I think it's gonna be fine.
How can critics say that movie I haven't even seen this movie, and I already know it can't be
Yeah.
that bad. And so that's why I'm like, and I've never taken any kind of ratings on a movie. I've never it's never been something
Yeah.
that has deterred me from watching something because
Well, let's read some of these.
most of these people are idiots anyway.
Yeah. So Rotten Tomato, is it the splash is good? No. Okay. Rotten is green. Tomato is good. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's look. Top critic. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. F her.
You might want to actually like read them out loud so we don't have that awkward silence. I was waiting for you to read it.
Oh, okay. I thought. Sorry, you're definitely correct.
This,
I'm like, why
know,
can't you guys just read it yourself?
Yeah, because because we're doing
Alright.
a show, and
Dwayne Johnson is missing in action, not technically or even physically, but certainly in the only way that really matters. His heretofore irrepressible charisma, because in Black Adam it has been repressed, not just repressed, but absent. 2 out of 5. Thank you. So fabulously written. Dwayne Johnson is at his most uninteresting as an ancient Egyptian bodybuilder who must learn, like Drax and Guardian of the Galaxy, that sarcasm is cool, and that Arnie in Terminator 2, torture and murder is not. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense, right? Because if they do just kind of mimic exactly kind of Drax's whole, like, hey, I'm the big bad guy, but being a toxic or not toxic, being a bodybuilding male is like bad.
I still don't understand how that has anything to do with shit.
Well, and like, but now we're gonna have to make him like.
So if you look at Black Adam and you look at Captain Marvel and you look at Superman in the comic books, the son of a bitches are jacked up dudes.
Yeah.
When you think of that type of superhero, what do you want them to look like?
Exactly. Not like
Michael Cera looking ass son of a bitch out here.
I don't want looking like me. That's for damn sure.
Like, come on, man.
I want my superheroes chiseled and rock hard. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Anywho's, all right. So DC's latest effort, Black Adam, avoids making screenplay decisions and choosing its own style and bets on spectacular yet 1,000 times seen action sequences. Okay, so let's see.
Well, here's the other thing. Like, a lot of people didn't like what we've seen previously in the DC movies because it's just all serious and dark, and so they get criticized for that. So then they're trying to throw in a little humor. I can see wanting to try to they're trying to find themselves and mix it in. And all in all, like DC is still not up to par with where they should be.
Yeah,
I agree with that 1,000%. Like they're still up par, but at least they're showing if they're trying, like at least they're trying different stuff and trying to find their way. I feel like.
Yeah. So, and here's one. So the issue of Black Adam might not be that the movie is too interested in being darker take on superheroes. It's that it's not willing to go further. And I agree with that with a lot of some of DC stuff as they try to go dark, but they never go full dark. Yeah. It's kind of like my same issue where we have with some of these mystical fairy tale, not fairy tale. It would be like Game of Thrones has been so successful because they went all in on just dark, all the bad, the cursing, the, displaying all of the things they did, chopping heads off, burning people, all of it, right? They went 100% in. And then you have some of these that should be like that, and they kind of go half in. It's kind of like the Netflix version of some of these things, and it fails because they're not willing to commit. And I feel like DC's done that. They've tried to go dark, but it's just not. It's kind of like half-assed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see if I know any of these. Let's see. Wall Street Journal. Black Adam is a 6 aspirin cacophony of pounding music, exploding fireballs, low IQ, badinage, and laughable plot twists.
He doesn't look like a douchebag at all.
No. Movie mom. Oh, Here we go. You
Who?
know this is going to be good.
Movie mom.
Movie mom. You know her shit's going to be on point. Black Adam does not have a clear idea of where its title character should fall on the spectrum from anti-hero to hero, but he is tamped down emotionally for most of it, which means we only get a glimpse of Johnson's limitless charm. So again, if you want Dwayne Johnson to come in here and just play the same character where he's this
Right. That's what we've talked.
charismatic badass, then
Yeah, like how many times have we and I've heard
Yeah.
so many other people talk about, it's just, The Rock's just going to be The Rock. He's The Rock. That's who he plays in every movie. So if he's not the same person, if he's actually doing a different style of acting, I would think people would like that. But again, I haven't seen it. I was supposed to go see it this weekend, but we just couldn't make it happen. So and then next weekend we're going to be out of town, so I won't get to see it until probably the week after next. But I mean, I've been excited to see this movie ever since I saw the first trailer, just because I was just like, if nothing else, they did a fantastic job with character design from what I've seen.
Yeah, for sure.
The JSA looked beautiful.
So this is interesting. It cracks me up whenever people. It's like we're talking about a comic book movie here, and you're going to go all almost philosophical here. The film promotes Arab. So there's a town in here called Arab, and that's how everybody pronounces it. And I hate the way it's pronounced, and I'm just used to it. But anyways, the Arab Spring-style insurrections condemns imperialism, and at the same time demands that we lighten up. Bold, stylish, involving, and witty. It's quite the package. I wish I could write.
I can't stand when people have to throw in a $30 word when a nickel one would work. I don't give a shit how smart you think you are. I don't give a damn.
Oh, the Jewish Chronicle, let down by a convoluted premise and some truly atrocious CGI renderings. If Hudat's still in here, was it as bad as Wonder Woman 84's CGI?
We were talking about that at Livewire today. I still haven't ever watched it, but the guys were all like, that's the only movie comic book wise that has ever been released that was worse than Thor Love and Thunder. I was like, well, holy shit.
Dude, there was like their physics engine they were using.
Yeah, that's true, Rob. I can see that. They're so pissed off because they're having to write about a superhero movie.
Yeah. But it is like I'm sitting here looking and I'm like, I don't even see any. Yeah. Oh,
everybody's saying Wonder Woman was worse on the effects.
Oh, Wonder Woman is miserable. All right, let's look at verified audience. Much better than reviews. Thank you, sir. If you're not a fan of it was very enjoyable. Okay, see, these are the reviews we need. What a dumb take. This is one of those things. Have you ever?
He's probably looking at like Dr. Fate saying this like Doctor Strange and Atom Smasher's just like Ant-Man. Well, that's because Marvel ripped them off.
It was okay. A couple of characters seemed very similar to Marvel characters.
Ripped off Submariner. Like, these two companies have been ripping each other off since the beginning.
Tell me you don't know anything about a comic book without telling me you don't know anything about a comic book. All right. Plot literally jumps from one account to the next without any lead or direction, introducing multiple superheroes in short periods of time without sufficient background. Okay. The last 30 minutes was great. I've heard that too, that it seems a little long. People have said it seemed a little long, but yeah.
If nothing else, you got to go watch the movie for the end credit. Like, and we already know what it is, but we're not going to say anything because there might be people that don't know, but like, if that doesn't get you excited,
Ezra Miller is back as the Flash. Welcome home.
That piece of shit. I swear, they better not never bring him back. They better cancel that damn Flash movie too.
I will never go watch it.
That's gonna look real shitty on DC if they don't cancel the Flash movie after this dude's like looking at 20+ years over all the shit he's done. But then they're gonna cancel Batwoman and all the other shit they're canceling. It's like, well, she ain't running around sniffing people and
grooming children.
Yeah, and doing all this shit that he's doing. Like, you can't not cancel Flash at this point. I don't care what Why do I keep hearing an echo?
I have no clue. Do you guys hear an echo?
I think it's just me.
Well, Dustin sucks. Yeah, well, I don't know, dude. I'm still gonna be sitting there like,
Yeah.
but my issue
Yeah,
is
like
like I have
imagine
nobody
if
to
you
watch Ellie.
didn't know. If
Yeah.
you didn't know, I
Yep.
could imagine that would blow your damn socks
Do you
off.
do you believe that The Rock went over the top of so he left now, Walter Hamada, he exited, I think
Yeah,
today or yesterday.
he made it happen.
Yeah, he went straight to Warner Brothers and was like,
Yeah.
"Look, I need this to happen. Sorry.
Yeah.
Get over yourselves."
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm saying it right here and now, more like some reverb. So, Dustin, you talk and then I'll talk. Is it from me or is it from
No, it's from me.
Interesting.
Hello. Any better? No, it's not getting better. I don't understand. I hate this microphone. I don't know if it's the microphone or if it's my damn thing here, but
All right, talk while I mute and see if that fixes it.
okay. Does everybody is it still there? Okay, now I don't hear it. Maybe it's good now. Maybe it is you.
So maybe something's picking it up on my end.
Maybe.
Did it come back?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Cool. Maybe that was it. Okay.
Okay. Well, cool.
Cool. All right.
But,
JSA was definitely X-Men ripoff, movie wise, not comics, but it was good. Here's Hawkman. Who? Shut up. Here's Whirlwind. Here's oh man. JSA probably could have had their own movie, but I don't know if people would have went and watched it. But at the same time, dude, I mean, shit, Marvel brought in Guardians of the Galaxy. They were a no-name until they brought in a big cast.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be one of my favorite, I would say top 3. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
at least
Absolutely.
the first one.
Chris
Pratt's my man.
I enjoyed both of them. And I agree, Chris Pratt is probably my favorite MCU actor.
If you're ever out dancing with your
Hands
girl,
down.
you can just do this and call it the Chris Pratt. You can just that's what he does in all his movies.
I just love the him dancing and singing through the forest scenes, and then the music goes away and you just hear him sounding like an idiot.
Yeah, he's freaking hilarious. I don't know if people aren't happy that he's Mario's voice, but
Well, and so I said the same thing. I was like, why is Zeus sound more like Mario in Love and Thunder than Mario
yeah,
does?
who knows? They'll probably fix it like Ugly Sonic when they fix that. They probably
Like,
just
see, I have the ability to separate my support and love for an actor and what the character should actually be.
exactly. But hold on, this just popped up. Really makes you realize that Dwayne can't act.
Yeah, well, highest paid actor in Hollywood for like the last like 25,000 years. Acting or not, the son of a bitch is out here getting his money. So your ass went and watched it. Whoever wrote that down. I mean,
yeah, yeah. I do think a JSA movie would be incredible.
yeah,
for sure.
I hope they do like I hope that we get like something with Lobo. Like we gotta have stuff like that. Imagine doing a Peacemaker style Lobo. That shit would be. I mean, I know Perry's sitting there like, fuck yeah, because I mean that is like Lobo all day.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks is the best actor that could ever play Lobo is Aquaman. So
yeah, who would be a good? So Alan and Josh were doing this on their like fan casting a replacement for Black Panther, and then I said Michael B. Jordan's brother. Just making a joke. Obviously, there's no.
I thought that so I don't know who he is, but the guy that they've been talking about that might be cast as what is that guy's name? Mr. Wonderful or
Oh, I have no clue. I think Roman Reigns could pull it off, dude. If he was an actor, I think he has a good look for it.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the personality.
I don't know anything about him. I think he has a good look though.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Clearly, I think Hawaiians
in real life, he carries himself a lot closer to the way he's portraying himself on screen now.
Gotcha. Is he Hawaiian like The Rock?
So I think the guy that they that's been talked about as being cast as Wonder Man, when I saw him, I was like, man, like that I think he would be. I went and did some looking into him, and I was like, man, he would probably have done really well as T'Challa.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I really think they need to recast him though, and
Yeah,
like nothing against Chadwick Boseman, but I think he's a bigger character, and I think, and I believe the family said they would support for sure.
yeah, yeah. I've talked about that multiple times. His
Yeah,
wife and his brother signed a petition or something to recast
yeah,
it. Like Marvel has every go ahead they could ever need to do it.
yeah. I think it holds up with M'Baku, the not M'Baku, the director. Is the
Yeah.
director also M'Baku? Let me see.
I
Hold
don't know.
on. I thought it maybe he's not. What's his name?
I saw I watched one of Fatal J's videos, and
No, Ryan Coogler.
he was talking about how like a scenario of how they could get
Yeah,
around the whole T'Challa thing and recast him.
yeah,
And his scenario he played out, I was like, holy shit, dude! Like that would like there's no way that like I couldn't see a way it wouldn't have worked.
yeah,
What he was saying is you see in the trailer where they're all in white and it looks like a funeral, everybody's sad, and he's like, but when do you see anybody wear white to a funeral? He said,
yeah,
he said they could have made it like a memorial thing. He said, and you make Black Panther 2 take place during the blip,
yeah,
because T'Challa was the only one from that is a recognizable character from Wakanda that blipped. Everybody else was still there. And he's like, you have the blip happen, and this all takes place during the blip. He said, and then that buys you time to find a replacement for T'Challa by the time you get ready to bring the character back into any of the movies. And T'Challa's still here. It just, they don't acknowledge that the actor's changed, obviously. I mean, hell, they've done it in TV shows in the 90s. I mean, they did it on Roseanne, they did it on the
Yeah.
Cosby Show, like, and a lot of times they'll like play little like like inside jokes about it, like, yeah, we noticed, but we're making a joke about it, kind of thing. But when he started talking about that whole blip thing and how they could, I'm like, damn, man, like that's your scapegoat right there. That's your way out, and it's perfect. I was like, that would be crazy. So, but
Yeah, and I think even if they didn't do it that way, they could just pull him from an alternate reality, a different
I mean,
universe.
we're in the multiverse now, which is why the Russo brothers won't come back, because they didn't want anything to do with the multiverse. They told Feige that they thought it was a horrible idea to go that route, that there's too much that you have to continue to keep up with, and they said that there's no way that it can be done and be done to the level of what they've done in the past, and they said they didn't want any part of it.
Yeah.
Which they were really upset about, because they really wanted to do Secret Wars. But
Yeah.
exactly, they replaced War Machine, so I mean, there you go.
What up, Nosh?
What's up, man?
Hold the press, open the doors, move out the way. Who is that guy? Hold on, wait. That big Nosh up in the house. What's going on, brother? Hey, speaking of Nosh, I watched Werewolf by Night the other day when it came out. Actually, that was about a week, and then I rewatched it, and then I watched it a third time, and I still stand by my statement that that's probably the best thing Marvel's put out since Endgame. It's just so good.
I don't know. I thought I still
Dude.
like WandaVision more.
It was, yeah. I don't know, man.
You hadn't seen it whenever we talked about it on the show.
No, I had not.
Did you agree with me? Like, yes, it was good, very enjoyable, but that the title being Werewolf by Night was misleading.
Yes and no. I see what you're saying.
You had Jack Russell. Jack Russell was there, but you get 5 minutes. 5 minutes of the werewolf.
Yeah,
that's it.
Well, so yes and no, and the reason why I say yes and no, because the reason why I brought up Nosh is because I actually started to go back and rewatch some of the older horror films from like Frankenstein, the first one, and that's what made me think of Nosh as his fan of Frankenstein. And it was a very similar feel and theme. Like the monster was kind of there, but you never really got a whole lot of it. at least from kind of what my perception of it. And so I felt like from that they really held true. So yeah, they could have called it
this one, I
Bloodstone or
felt like
something, but
the
yeah,
focal point the entire time, which I was fine with because the writing was done well.
yeah, it
The
was
focal
really, it
point
wasn't
of
a
the
bait and
entire
switch.
thing was on Elsa, the whole
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah, they
And-
certainly probably could have called it Bloodstone and probably
Yeah,
should have.
because I mean, even
Yeah.
if they had even if Jack Russell was more focused on, then I would be like, okay, like it wasn't necessarily a werewolf, but it was still Jack Russell. But
Yeah.
I felt like he was still like a background character to Elsa, and like I said, that was my only thing I had to say about it. I was just like, if
Yeah.
you were someone who's a fan of Werewolf by Night and you were looking forward to this because you wanted to see that character and that was what had you excited, you probably were going to be disappointed. But other than that, I mean, I thought it was good too. I liked it.
Yeah, I really did. But yeah,
And
I did go back.
and you and I both, neither one of us had any intention of watching it.
No,
I put it on just as background music while I was filling out paperwork and taking pictures of books one
Yeah.
night, and I ended up like finding myself like stopping what I'm doing and watching. And I was like, all right, I got started over so I can actually see what happens.
Dustin was like, "I'm never gonna give you up.
Oh my god,
Never gonna turn you." What? It's a good song.
All right, let's look at some prices of some books.
What prices on what books do you guys want to see? Because they're crashing and burning and pouring. And I don't want to look at any books I own or invested in this year because I don't want to crash.
I heard that, dude.
Ooh, let's
Oh my
just start
God.
off with this. I got an
I
idea.
mean, like I said, I've got books that I bought raw, pressed and clean, got them graded, and I got them back a little over a month ago. And yeah, they're sitting at 50% less or more. And I didn't realize it. And I was like, well, that's why these things aren't selling, because I've got them priced twice as high as they're selling for. Son of a bitch.
Canceled #1, John Jang exclusive. If it was canceled and you guys still have it, why are you selling it if it's supposed to be canceled? That seems a little skeptical. Okay, but let's go into sold. So, Whatnot, the big thing, everybody was buying everything, and Whatnot exclusives.
Y'all just keep dropping stuff in the chat,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go through 'em.
Ooh.
I think I am so freaking over the and I like Kirkham, but I'm so over his freaking books at this point.
Kirkham?
Yes.
I'm
Like,
over homages, period. Point blank.
Yeah,
I'm over
yeah,
it.
100%.
The Venom 3, the Spider-Man 300 homages. Now what I will tell you is Kirkham, they're not really homages. Wow, I've said that word too many times and it's
They're
lost all
cover
meaning.
swipes of his own books.
But I still like the theme of it, right?
I'm so bored with it. Like,
Yeah.
I want to like the Batman one, but I'm like, I've already seen the damn thing 100 times.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
I'll tell you another thing that I think is just the dumbest shit ever, personally. Okay, so there's that Shredder cover I was telling you about. Like, that's that Jordan guy. Like, I don't like it at all.
Oh, I tell you what I don't like about
His
it.
helmet
Is
looks really bad.
and I don't like the fact that
and-
Jenica's stuff is on it.
I didn't even notice that, but yeah, he definitely. Yeah, no, nope.
Because like that.
Nope.
Nah,
Yeah.
not my
But
thing.
yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm not a fan of his art style on a lot of this stuff, and I didn't like the way that Peach Momoko did the turtle stuff. I hate that
Yep.
helmet he did on Shredder. Like, I hate that.
Yeah. But a lot of their Whatnot stuff. I mean, these
Those were going for wild money, man.
dude. I mean, so much. Can we filter by when they first started selling?
That I don't know.
Let me see.
But I mean, so look up the boys.
Oh, here
or
we go.
not the boys. Look up the Invincible ones. The okay, so there you go. Now look. So I had that one right there.
This one?
Yeah, I had that one, and I had the girl, the trade
Yeah.
dresses.
Her.
And then I had the local comic shop day exclusive gold foil Invincible #1, all in 9/8.
Yeah.
Those sold for I think at the time that I sold them, they were GPAing at around like $900 for all of them.
Yeah.
And I sold them for $600. I just put them up as a buy it now on one of Sand's auctions, and I mean they got snatched up quick. And I was like, and I still was just like this is crazy, man. But I mean, I put them for like I was at least $300 under GPA on them. And I guarantee you now, I mean, look at that shit, dude. $1,000 for a raw copy. I would see what that one's selling for now. The number 2 Invincible Adam and Eve foil.
That was September 4th.
Yeah, that I wait. Did the foils come out recently?
I don't think so. I think they came out with the others.
Were they all foil in the beginning? I don't think they were all foil.
There was a very small number.
So I didn't have foil covers. Mine weren't foils.
Yeah. See, these are what they were going for. The normal. The foils they only gave to the special people.
Okay.
You were not special.
Yeah, $1K for a reprint a decade plus later, and that's what's crazy too. And I heard
selling more for like the first print.
Yeah, I was gonna say I heard Thoroughbutt talking about one night, like how crazy and just like when you think about the principle of it, how dumb it is that people would spend more money on this reprint than a first print of issue number 1 in a 9/8, because that was happening. Yeah. And you know, hey, you collect your way, bro. But it just when you think about the economics of it, like it's factual, not smart.
Yeah,
it's just not. It's not. It is a factual thing that was just not smart. No shot at holding.
Yeah, dude. None of these I don't think have sold well or held well.
Mm-mm.
Of course, most books haven't.
No.
Are you serious? Somebody's really spent $450 on this dumb shit. That's gonna crash worse than Bad Idea books.
Oh yeah.
That is some dumb shit.
Man. Speaking of Bad Idea, I cannot believe. Now, Collect Your Way stops people when you're spending $1,200 and $1,500 on an empty fucking slab that's called the Invisible Edition.
Yeah.
Okay, Collect Your Way stops there, and you go straight into you're a dumb shit category.
Yeah.
And we can get canceled. I don't give a damn. But that is just the dumbest shit ever. And people want to rake CGC over the coals for everything, including us. But we're just gonna let them slide on the fact that they are putting out these fucking invisible editions. All it is a damn empty slab with a label and an inner well inside. And and people are paying over $1,000 for them. What kind of dumbass are you, man? Like you got to have. I would love to know what it feels to have that much damn money. I'm like, shit. I got about 25 CGC labels in here and about 30 empty slabs. I'll make you one up right now. I got the inner wells and everything. I'll sell them.
Oh my god, $1,500.
Yeah, and they're not, and they just put random grades on them. They're not putting 9.8s. Like I've seen like 7.0s, 7.5s, 8.0.
Yeah.
Like what the hell are y'all doing? And I've seen people posting pictures after New York Comic Con with them, like, yeah, I got one. I'm like, you're a dumbass.
And you didn't even get a donut with
9.9 of that one.
Who?
That Jeff and Richie and them. They ended up getting one of them Bunsen Beavers on a trade, and Britt was just like, I'm sending it in just to see what it gets, and they got a 9.9 on it. Is the only one.
Bought one for your birthday. Hey, send it. Sell it. Yeah. So let's look at Giant Size X-Men 1 for.
I can't co-sign on some shit like that, man. It just I don't understand how you could. I don't know. Like I said, I'll never understand what it feels like to have that much money that it just is that meaningless to me that I'll drop it on some dumb shit like that.
Dustin, do you have this omnibus?
No.
We had the small hardcovers. That's
Yeah,
what
I
it was.
still got one, but yeah, that's what I've got. But yeah, this book right here has hit the tank. Like that 4.0 right there. It was probably like 6-8 months ago. I was talking to Ryan because he's got one, and I've been on and off the fence about buying one from him. And I mean, it was like going for over $3,000.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
No worries. So right now, 4.0, 2,144. But look, if you look, last sale was for $1,800. It's dropped by over $1,000. What is this? From 2021 average to now. Over $1,000 drop for a 4.0. That's wicked. And then, I mean, that looks like one of the biggest drops. 23, 13. No, that's actually not too bad for a 3.5. Let's see what the low grades. 1.0. See, a 1.0's held value. That's not bad then. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Why do you guys think that like a 1.0, really low grade like that has held? I mean, from 2020, I mean, not dropped much. Very intriguing. Let's see what else. 5.0, that dropped by about $900 from average to sale. Dang, that's incredible.
What book are you looking at?
Just giant size X-Men. So the 1.0s and like the really low grades, those have held on average. If you look all the way down here, sorry, not.
Well, here's the other thing. Like, if you watch Elite Comics and Grails on Instagram,
Yeah,
if that stuff was getting reported, these prices would be cut by another probably 30%.
Yeah. But if you look, I mean, 14.15 was average in 2021, and last sale of this month was 14.24 for a 1.0. So that's very interesting that like that has had a pretty bad floor, but then the higher grades have dropped by $1,900.
Mhm.
A 7.0's held pretty strong. So very interesting to me that like, you know,
Look at Ultimate Fallout 4.
well, I was a couple of people had a few things they wanted to look up. Vendors. Freaking bug bit my finger. Now it's itchy.
Avengers 1 is a book that I want to grab next year. It's been on my list for 2 years and I still haven't got it. My time is now, though, baby.
Yeah, no or low volume. That's also true. That's a big thing with like Hulk 181 at the super low grade. When they're up, they're gone.
Yeah, that's why you had a 3.0 and 3.5s. If you look at GPA, a 2.5 is higher GPA than a 3.0 and a 3.5.
Yeah.
Or it was when I had mine before I sold it.
All right, so we'll look at the 1.0 Universal. See, and this not dropped very much. 2035 and last sale in June was 1,800. Now, granted, you know, a lot's happened since June, but still. Let's see if we can find one with a really recent sale. 1.5 held really strong over the last couple of years. 2,100 last
Avengers
sale.
1 is a book that has really held, though.
Yeah. 2,200 to 1,898. So that's dropped by, several hundred. Let's see what else. And I'm trying to avoid any signatures. We don't want Dick. Nobody likes a Dick on their comic books. This has held really strong. It's actually gone up, even with the dip. Last sale was this month. Only one sale this year, though. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, very
some of
interesting.
them they don't sell for a couple years. So
Yeah, look, 2.5, $3,200. Oh, we should pull up Fantastic Four 5 and see how bad that one's hurt.
now look at that, a 3.0 signed by Stan Lee for less than the 2.5.
Nope. 3,400 to 3,200.
No, the 3.0 Stan Lee says 14. Oh, that's 2014. My bad.
Yeah.
No, Chaos. I'm not selling my whole collection. I'm just selling stuff that I bought to press and clean and get graded and sell.
Dude,
And
that's
sometimes
crazy.
I cycle books in and out. I mean, I
Check
can't
this.
just go out and buy every book I want. So sometimes I look and I'm like, you know what? I've had this book for a while. I can say I had it. I enjoyed it. I have videos and pictures with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to let it go and bring
Check out
something
these.
new and fresh in.
Check out these price hikes: 4.0 to 4.5 to 5.0, 1,000 per half, basically. That's wild.
What book is that?
Avengers 1 still.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty interesting. So let's go to Avengers 4.
That one's dropped. But see, I don't look at the places that they bring their information from. I don't get on Heritage and I don't really get on eBay.
But see, places like Elite and stuff, they may sell for a lot lower, but the seller and the buyer also aren't having to pay taxes, and they also aren't paying eBay any of the fees. So
Exactly.
it kind of
But
evens
that's what
out.
I'm saying. Like, if you're not using them to buy big books, like you're crazy.
Yeah. Okay, what was that? Oh, this is number 4. So
Those are all golden record reprints.
Golden record reprints, which is crazy. I mean, look at the prices.
Mm-hmm.
Stop
I
going
don't know what
down.
the FF #1 golden record reprint is going for, but when I got my 8.0 back, it was going for a little over 2,000.
Dang. All right, so let's check this out.
I sold that book a while ago, Chaos. I sold
Still
the other UF4 already.
$800 for a 1.0. That's still not. I mean, that's held pretty fine. I mean, it's dropped by 200, so that's what 20% drop. So that's not great. Let's
Yeah.
look at a 2.5.
I mean, I've got a 3.0. When I bought mine from Josh, they were
Dang.
going for like 1,500.
Look at this from 14, almost half.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks, man. Almost half. Not as bad as the 2.5, but yeah, that's not good. And again, these are just averages, and then this is last sale, so there could have been some really high prices there. But yeah, $600. Dang. $800. All right, so let's see what else other people wanted to look at.
I love bull peanuts. God almighty.
Okay, so I think that was it. I think that was really just.
So look at Ultimate Fallout 4.
Ba-da-ba-ba-bop. I'm loving it. That is so nasty sounding.
I'm trying to be quiet.
You can hear.
Oh.
So a 9.8's not dropped as bad on average. I know probably the 2021 average is probably a little low.
See, that's crazy that it's showing 28.68. That book was selling for over $3,000 in a 9.8 at Christmas time and earlier this year.
But see, again, that's average.
There was multiple sales close to 4,000 in a 9.8.
Yeah, and it's showing right here. 331 was kind of at its peak. Price range from, yeah.
And I've seen multiple times on Instagram 9.8s selling for under $2,000.
Yeah. So, $4,500 when I'm sold that year.
What is a 9.6 at on here right now?
Let's see.
I sold my 9.6 for $850.
So high has been at 1577 this year. Low of 500. But let's see if we can find the 1577.
So I sold mine for $850 in August, and now they're selling for $600. That's crazy.
Jeez, man, these prices are all over the place.
Yeah, Ghost Rider 1 and Marvel Spotlight 5 Chaos, those two books have been playing by their own rules for the last 12 months. And it's crazy that those are the two books that Ghost Rider is the only character that is standing the test of time right now. Which is fine. I already have both of those books, but it's just crazy that that's the book that's hanging in there.
Yeah, February 10th, one sold for $15.77, and before that, the next highest was $12.88, $1,400. So that makes no sense. That's wild to me.
I saw 2 9.6s go for $1,000 last month, and they were still being put up for like $900 everywhere.
Yeah, that's wild, dude. At one point, October 14th, one sold for $4.99.
Look at Thor 134. You want to see one with some damn price drop?
What's that one?
First High Evolutionary. This is a book that I bought. And
Oh, that's because they rolled him out in some dumb-looking costume.
well,
What year was it? 1962?
it wasn't 62, but it was in the 60s. It'll be Thor. Yeah, right there. The one that has the most issues. Nope, you went too far.
You said 166.
I said 134.
Oh, well, whatever.
And it starts in the 120s because that's when it changed from Journey into Mystery.
134.
Mm-hmm. And I think mine is a 5.5.
Yeah, that had about $1,000 drop off. 700, 500, 600, something like that.
Yeah.
Several hundred. 80 stayed pretty consistent.
Yeah. Maybe it's not a 5.0 or 5.5. I can't remember.
This one hasn't dropped too bad.
Maybe that's not the book I'm thinking. Look at Thor 169. Yeah, that blade's probably fixing to drop after all the crap that's been going on with that movie. People start trying to dump it, getting scared the movie's not going to happen. That's awesome, Rob. Jesus Christ, dude. $400, and he said it's like an 8085. Holy shit. So in this one, I've got an 80. And I felt like it dropped a lot, but I could be wrong.
I mean, it's been pretty consistent at 250. Only a couple recent sales.
One of the ones I bought, I mean, it went stupid low. Look at Captain America 100 over the last 12 months. It is crazy to me that Captain America 100 is not going for at least $100 a point.
Dang.
Not even $100 a point.
What year? 68?
Yeah.
Nine Four's doing well.
Yeah, there's not that damn many of them, I'm sure. I think mine was a 5.5.
Yeah, 425 is the last sale.
And see, was it a 5.5 or a 5.0? See, these numbers here, I don't make a lot of sense to me because when I look at eBay numbers like last sold, when I got my book, when I got that 5.0 or 5.5 in a 5.0 or 5.5, it was selling for like almost $500. And by the time I sold it, I had to sell it for $300 because it was selling on eBay for like $350 consistently.
5.5 sold for $525 a few days ago. 5.0 sold for less than $399.
Maybe mine was a 5.0. I can't remember. No, it was a 5.0, 5.5, I think.
$300. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Type in CGC 9.8 and just see what pulls up. If you look at modern stuff, I've been seeing modern CGC 9.8s selling for like under $10. I saw some today. I don't remember what books they were, but I was like, holy shit. That right there is fake as shit.
Yeah. You
Ain't
think?
no way.
Lando 77. That's wild to me that this is even close to a $4,000 book. That's dumb. $75. That's wild to me. That's even selling for that much. Justin's X-Men less than $100. He needs to get in and scoop them up now. $32.
It is.
Let's see. Alpha Flight. Good Lord. Somebody went on an Alpha Flight buying spree.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, that's cool. I would never get Nick Spencer to sign any of my books. F him. Especially not a
I know I've
Spider-Man
got
book.
that Ultimate Fallout 4 Djurjevic, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
The facsimile, the Virgin 9.8. When I bought the raw copy at Heroes Con, it was a $200 9.8. Now it's not even selling for $100, I don't think.
Jeez. I love when people do this. Punisher appearance. Disney Plus 2009.
Did you see all the emojis I
Yay.
put on the Geiger post the other day?
Yeah, I don't think some people understood the joke. They're like, what? That's
You can
cool.
tell who does and does not spend time on eBay.
Darkwing Duck. They're doing another comic book of that. We'll see if it's any good. It is interesting to see people spending. Like somebody just literally came through and was like, Moon Knight, Moon Knight, Moon Knight, Moon Knight. It's like Justin Birch whenever he gets on a kick, he's just gonna go down. Oh, remember when this one came out, The Negan Lives? God bless.
Look at that, $28, man.
Yeah, dude. Not even worth the grading and shipping. Crazy.
That Walking
Venom.
Dead, $41. I have the Virgin copy of that.
Yeah. Dang, dude. Somebody picked up 23 books for $700.
Lethal Protector. That book was selling for like $50-$60 a couple months ago.
I have so many of those. Oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure whenever I dropped off my comics to Josh, the ones that I didn't want, I'm pretty certain I had all of my Geigers in there too. All of them. And at one point I bought the 8th print. And I'm like, great. If that does ever pop off, I'm gonna feel stupid. But it's fine. I wonder if there's any cool Mr. Steal Your Girl books. Oh, there's one, Clayton Crane. 51, 52. That's a cool She-Hulk cover.
People are definitely right now, the ones that are buying, they're only buying if they get a deal.
Yeah.
And if they're not getting a deal, they're not buying. But you can definitely tell people are, Soft Pockets. Geiger got announced that they're getting a TV show this week. But, I mean, do we really know if it's going to happen? Who knows, you know?
Yeah.
But I hope it does because it was such a cool story.
It really
I
was.
was telling Amanda about it today. I was like explaining to her what happened, and I was like, "This would be super cool."
I wish this book would have taken off. I was able to buy one from him, and it would have been cool just to, I think mine's a yellow label or a blue label. I mean, sorry. Gargoyles, dude, that's cool. That's like a book we need. Dang, Silk is dropping like crazy. That is almost a full $100 less, depending on what he accepted.
So I'm putting together these mystery boxes, Nick, and I've got Silver Age graded CGC books, and I'm pulling out raw books like Silver Age Marvel and a bunch of key books, and I'm looking them up, and I'm like, this is going to be really easy to hit, overvalue on $600 mystery boxes. Dude, I was literally sitting here last night, damn near crying at how worthless these books were.
Yeah.
I'm like, how in the world is Captain America 103 selling for like $7 and $8 in some places?
That's wild.
Like what the fuck is going on?
Just throw it in
second
a plastic.
appearance of Falcon. Second appearance of Falcon.
Yeah, just throw it in a
High
plastic
grade
slab, dude.
I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna have to add a lot more than I thought. So I've got
Yeah.
some slabs over here and stack of raw books this big, and majority of it is Silver Age and Bronze Age, and the modern stuff is keys. And I'm just like, okay. 8 months ago, I would probably be sitting here looking at like, I don't know, probably
Maybe
closer to
auction soon.
like $5,500 in value. But yeah,
I hate
What
when
was you
people do this. They're like, maybe auction soon? Question
it was
mark.
optioned last year.
I mean, just stupid, man.
And I see a lot of one bid wins lately. I've been seeing a lot of that too.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mortal Kombat books. Go down and look at that. Those
Hold
Mortal
on.
Kombat books, bro, they are dead in the water.
Hold on. I'm looking to see.
I called some guy out today on my Instagram, on the Instagram live video. He had that the Mortal Kombat, the Midway #1 that I have. And it's a raw book. And if you look at the pictures of the book, it's got like 14 spine ticks that break color that you can see without even zooming in. And his post literally says CGC 9.8. And some poor bastard bought it.
People are dumb, dude.
Yeah, I'm that's what I'm trying to work towards, Rob. I'm gonna get these mystery boxes sold, and then I'll be everything that I bought to sell will be gone and out of my hands. And then I'm just going straight back into just straight up collector mode. Like, it is what it is. I was trying to make the collection pay for itself, but I think that's what crashed the market. And you can ask Nick; it was probably my fault.
This is nuts to me. $60 for Batman Fortnite 0.1. Maybe it is easy. Just start buying modern books, pay $20 to slab it, sell it for 60.
See, the problem is all these books you're seeing selling for like 40, 50, 60 bucks. They were moving for 100 plus. Like it was at the point where if you took a modern book, they had any kind of cool cover or anything that people were like, if it hits a 9.8, you can cash it. It's $100 bill. $100 bill. Now
Or just do like this guy's doing, is just do the booby books and you're golden. Just start buying those.
Like I've got that the Sprouse Darth Vader 20, the Mandalorian book. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And 9.8, it was I had like 3 copies of that. And all of them were 9.8s. I sold 2 of them on Whatnot way earlier this year. I think both of them bid up to like $150.
Yeah.
Now, I think last solds are like $50 freaking dollars.
Jeez.
Worthless.
I will tell you, it's amazing the amount of comic books that have sold just today alone.
Oh yeah.
Just on
Look at them,
eBay.
Something's Killing the Children's. You want to talk about something that's dropped? Look at them bastards. Look at that #2. What is that one selling for? That's a 9.8 for $174, bro. That thing was going. I think that book was going upwards of like $400 or $500.
Raw.
I hated selling my Something's Killing the Children collection when I did to buy that truck, but that's the one time that I actually sold stuff at the right time.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
There is one Clayton Crane book I'd like to have.
Are you serious? $75 for a reprint?
Oh, those facsimiles, dude. Some of them was getting up to $150 for a 9.8. Like the New Mutants 98. I think that one still gets over $100. The Amazing Fantasy 15 in a 9.8 goes crazy, dude. It was like 200 something bucks.
I don't get it, man. Oh, Geiger, $80.
Mm-hmm. What are raw copies going for, I wonder?
Oh, I looked the other day. Like,
oh, look at that. Go back up. Oh, dang. So go back and look at that. So I showed off that I picked up right there. Look at that. I showed off I picked up those Marvel Milestones, the Fantastic Four Doom ones. people really don't think about those, but those were like the early reprints, and they're always beat to shit. Always beat to shit. That Fantastic Four #5 one, I think last time I looked at it, 9/8s were at like 300 plus.
Yeah. Just crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm. It really is. But like I said, if you are sitting here scrolling through eBay or wherever you buy your books, and you have no skin in the selling game at all, like you're strictly just collecting, you're just buying books and putting them in your collection, right now is your time to shine. This is your time. You had
See,
to
and
weather
this
the
is
storm of
shitty.
2020 and put up with all the bullshit, crazy spikes, and missing out on all the books you were trying to get, and now is the time though. And I am looking forward to taking full freaking advantage of this shit.
So this right here is crappy because they're like Spider-Man 1 facsimile, Scorpion Silver variant, Crane, get for Todd signing. He won't sign it.
Nope, he won't.
So that's really shitty of this person. So Mr. Trails End Comics, Todd will not sign that book, buddy. So don't sell it like you will. That is crazy to me that this Star Wars book is had popped off. Kylo Ren, I think I gave my set to somebody. And what's stupid, here's Todd's actual work for 90, and then, the wife stealer, his facsimile is going for 100. People don't make
he had her work in his booth at New York Comic Con.
No.
Oh yeah, there was pictures. He's sitting there drawing, and she's working with the money and taking care of people's books and stuff.
Oh my
He don't give a
gosh.
damn.
I'd have been like, hey, can you sign this as Homewrecker? Stupid. Oh, you know what I want to see? Let me see something. Old Man Logan versus Deadpool.
Oh, here he goes.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Big money. Guys, that was my first slab I ever bought. I was hoping it might have popped off with the movie news.
I like the Scotty Young. I've never been a fan of Scotty Young until recently. When he did that Ghost Rider on the scooter cover, he won me over. And now I've got the Doctor Doom playing with the Fantastic Four and Avengers toys, and I want the one where he did Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, that is just ignorant right there. Paying all that money for some damn blue jeans. So what does everybody think? I mean, do we think that it's going to continue? I mean, how much was that Penny Parker? 150 for the 9/8, under 150. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I just like that cover. But I mean, what do you guys think? Do we think we're going to continue to see it drop? And if so, how much does that go down? No. Yeah. I want to see that first print A cover, Something's Killing Children. $630. Wow. And that's
Mega Key.
That's CGC too. God dog. Do we think we're gonna? Are we seeing? Like, is it gonna just? Is this about it? About all we're gonna see, or is it gonna continue to drop? I mean, I was telling my wife, I think that. I think with the holidays coming up, I think that
it's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get worse, and I think I'm probably gonna hold off until first of the year before I really like strap into buying a whole bunch of stuff. And that's only if my damn work picks up too. Like, outside of the book I bought today, I had no choice. I had to buy that book. I'll tell you, I don't like telling them because I feel like they won't watch the damn video.
Don't worry, at least 10 people will.
Right?
Man, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean, look
still
at
looking at
Clone
books
Wars.
just
Look
sold
at look
today.
at Clone Wars, dude. I don't know what it's selling for on eBay, but I know on Instagram, any day of the week, you can get a 9.8 Clone Wars for like $1,800, down from $3,000.
Jeez.
I want to get those Batman Court of Owls books in 9.8 just because I loved Talon. I've got so many freaking copies of Batman #2 that I bought this year, just finding them super cheap, like under $10, and was just like, I want to hit a 9.8 in one of them because I love the story in that in with that with the original Talon. Love
Yeah.
that story. What is that Invincible Iron Man #7? What's the one you have? No, you had the Invincible Iron Man #1.
Yeah.
What's that going for in 9.6 and 9.8?
132.
Man, that's shitty because that's what like the 9.6 was going for when you first got it, right?
Mm-hmm. $93.
$93 doll hairs. And like, okay, so that Invincible Iron Man #9, there's that variant where
Yeah.
the pink light coming out of the Iron Man. I like that cover though, the white one right there.
Yeah.
I think that one's cool. But you had that pink variant. That thing was going for like $8,000 in a 9.8. Now, I don't even think it's barely going for $2,000. Some of this shit is just wild.
And now is the time for Riri stuff to be popping off because she just had her first trailer.
Yeah. I mean, look at Submariner stuff, dude. Look at X-Men #4.
Yeah.
X-Men #4 ain't doing dick.
Not a single one.
But I mean, it's like, these are the books that people were buying.
You mean Fantastic Four #4?
No. Yeah, Fantastic Four #4, my bad. He was in X-Men #6, but Fantastic Four #4 is the big one. But I mean, these are the books people are buying, waiting for right now. And if you bought these books in the last 2 years, losing your ass on them. Look, so look, go to GPA and see what they're doing. I mean, it's crazy, dude. I know that book has dropped, and if GPA is acting, if it looks like it's kind of staying steady on GPA, then I call bullshit, and GPA is being bought out by somebody's paying these sumbitches off to make the market look better than it is. Because I know factual.
No, I mean it's dropped 5.5, 7,400 down to 5,500.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I know people that bought this book.
5K to 32.
And I asked them if they, if they've been able to move them or anything, because I was trying to move some Submariner stuff at the time, and they're like, "But I can't do anything with it because people keep selling them lower than." He said
2,000 to 1,300.
Yeah,
and it's because the market's
$1,000
reacting to the casting and the fact that he's not actually going to be Namor outside of name and feet alone.
Yeah, but explain anything else attached to that movie. Explain the Riri as Black Panther books in the Riri first appearance book, and explain
because Riri's not a super popular character.
Not Riri as Black Panther.
Shuri
as Black Panther. Her books were popping off and going crazy. They've got to be down right now.
Oh, I'm sure.
And there's like if anything, her character is being elevated.
Yeah,
and she was a very popular and well-liked character.
They
and the
won't leave
books
her
that
as
were
Black
going
Panther.
up were really awesome covers to boot.
Yeah, they won't leave. What is her name? Letitia. Forgive me,
Letitia, right?
Letitia. Yeah, they won't leave her leave her as Black Panther or in a titular role. That's why I think they're going to do something to change it.
Yeah, they don't like her
because she refused the vaccine.
Yeah,
and so now she's been I'm sure blacklisted from the entire planet. And which is very unfortunate because she was a really good part of Black Panther #1. I felt like she was a very strong part of it, but
yeah,
it's very interesting. So that's why I don't put much weight in her staying as Black Panther for more than maybe honestly may not even be a full movie.
Yeah, Rob's got a good one. Look at Spider-Verse #6. That damn book was going for like $1,800 in a 9.8. I even tried to hit a 9.8 on one just because I ended up getting a cheap copy, and I was like, well, hell, if it hits a 9.8, then that's a really nice Silver Age key I'm about to buy.
People are dumb.
And it's like, why was the book that expensive? Because it had a bunch of characters on the front of it and a bunch of first appearances apparently, and that's gonna like how does I don't understand how whatever's happening in that Spider-Verse movie equates to this book being worth all this money.
It doesn't. It really just.
You know, are people gonna love that movie so much that they're going to seek out Spider-Verse #6. That's the book everybody's going to look for. People who don't know anything about comics. This movie's going to get them into comics, and that's the book they're going to go after in droves. Because that's how all this started.
Yeah.
People like you who enjoyed the movies and looked for the source material, looked for the books where it started and wanted to own those books. That's how all this... And I'm not saying that's how Spec started, like in general. I'm just saying, like, all this, like, oh, this character is going to be in a movie, so that means the book has to go up. Like I hate that has become like this, like, in concrete, in stone rule. This character is going to be in a movie. This character is going to be a TV show. This guy's going to do a toilet paper commercial. So the book has to go through the roof now. And I'm like, how? Why? There's no evidence of this character yet in or movie or show or anything saying that it is worth a fuck.
Yeah. So check this out.
Why is it automatic? It's just I can't understand it. And I've done videos about that in the past couple of years.
Yeah. So this is something very interesting too. I forget that I still have the Bombastic Bagman hanging out with us. Guys, shout out to the Bombastic Bagman. Okay. But so check this out. This is another thing that has a lot to do with the comic market, not necessarily so much spec or back issues, but even current. Look at what Marvel's doing now to increase sales, right? And honestly, I think if we're being candid, I do not think the current new comic book day markets are being upheld by the greatest stories, and that's what's keeping them alive. I think it's variant covers and exclusives and all this other stuff, right?
Well, I mean, how many people have just all but quit with new comic book day? I have.
Yeah.
I don't have a pull list anymore.
So, but this right here, Marvel Variants Reimagine Marvel's classic comic covers, came out yesterday, which is actually not too exciting because they're going to have JR doing some stuff, and I've lost all hope. But this is an example. One of my favorite covers, if not my favorite cover of all time, AF50, and JR is doing it after his dad. That doesn't look the world's worst, but it's certainly not great.
Yeah.
But they're doing 25 of them for the first.
What all are they doing?
Here's the full list. So,
all right, well, let me see. I want to see. Let me see what we got here. I want to see the list when they're coming out.
You can't see the picture.
That's fine. I just want to see the list.
Yeah, it's right here in front of your face.
Okay, I'm looking.
Okay.
Captain America, Ghost Rider 10, Fantastic Four #3. Okay. And So is that 3 through 48 or 3 and 48?
What do you mean?
Well, it says Fantastic Four #3 - Fantastic Four 48.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with where you're at.
You just had the mouse on it. Go down. Down, right there.
Oh, okay. So Fantastic Four #3 is the current number, and they're mimicking Fantastic Four #48.
Gotcha. Okay. So there's
like 7
like 5.
8.
Now, doing Captain America 109, they're doing that on 2 different ones. I still want to get a 9.8 of that book. That's one of my favorite covers.
Yeah.
Oh no, Hulk 340. You don't say.
Dude.
Jesus Christ. That's what we need. Another Hulk 340. Wolverine #1. We don't have enough of those.
I was trying to see if they,
Fantastic Four #3. I guess that's just okay. So those are going on sale. So they're going to start in January. Okay. I mean, who knows? Maybe some of them would be cool. I mean,
I'm so over homages.
Now that right there, that Amazing Spider-Man 100.
This one?
That is one of the only. Go down right there. That's the homage to 100. There's not a whole lot of Spider-Man stuff that I would ever buy, but I love that cover.
Yeah.
And I like the one where he's like swinging, like he's got his hands.
This
like
is terrible.
Swinging. Yeah, that is trash. And I really like Yuck Lee most of the time, but that is
he
looks like he's 11 years old. Captain America looks like he is 11.
Ooh,
That looks good.
who did this one? Pepe Larraz. No,
Okay.
not digging this one.
Mm-mm. I hate the way that look how the thing looks like shit, dude.
Yeah, he looks like the original Kingpin, super fat and top heavy.
Just round as hell. Like, what is that?
Yeah, this looks bad.
All right, Nosh, take it easy, brother. You have a good night.
That's fine. I mean, that's nothing
Yeah, that one's
special.
not bad. That's the issue where she died or whatever, I think.
Yeah, I had that for a while and then sold it. Dang, that doesn't look good to me either, really.
Why did they go with him? I mean, not him, that bike. I hate that bike.
Yeah.
That's the ugliest thing. I hated when they changed to that.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I hated that bike. All the covers with that.
What is up with this goofy looking bastard?
Nightcrawler?
Yeah.
What book is that supposed to be after?
Hell if I know, dude.
Well, it says at the bottom.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Nah, not feeling that.
Mm-mm. My
God,
God,
this
how
one's
many
been
times
done
are they
so
going to
much.
homage that damn book?
And it doesn't look good. I'm skipping that one for sure. Oh, but that's a Peach Momoko. That's her
What?
first time doing that one. Honestly,
Is
that's
it
one of
really?
the better out of all of them.
I was going to say, is that really Peach?
Yeah.
That's one of her better covers. But again, like I'm so sick of that cover. Like I don't.
This is a joke, right? That's not a real cover.
That's David Nakayama. Oh no, that's Peach. That's Peach right there.
Okay, then who did this one?
That is
Stephanie Hans.
Stephanie Hans.
Okay.
That makes more sense because Stephanie Hans is talented.
Okay.
And I'm not saying Peach isn't, but
this is bad.
I can't find anything in most of her stuff that I like. I like that one Darth Vader cover she did. I thought that was killer.
Yeah, this is
I'm not even a
okay.
Star Wars guy, but most of her stuff I cannot find any favor in.
Not a fan of that. Nope, don't like that one.
You haven't seen that homage very much, though. I'll give them that.
Dang, John Tyler Christopher's letting me down a little.
Well, you know, I think part of it is the fact that we're seeing digital art depicting stuff that was not digital.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, what the shit?
Oh man.
Son of a bitch.
Look, if you take out the face, it doesn't look that bad.
He's like, smell my finger.
Oh man. Oh,
Son of a bitch.
a
That
little
was
Rob
terrible.
Liefeld. Honestly, this isn't bad, I don't think. Big Omega red cover.
Wait a second. What in the shit is on the end of his wrists?
Those are his phalanges.
No, I'm talking about those like biscuits on the end of his wrists. Son of a bitch, Rob. You couldn't do no better than that, bro. Like, just fuck fingers. I don't do kneecaps and down, and I no longer do fingers.
Oh my God. That is funny.
That Wolverine takes it though for me.
You think that's the worst?
Worst one. What in the fuck is he doing? I feel like he's like, oh, dude, you gotta give me a what do they call that? A sniff, but they'll say like it's a
I have no clue.
not a
dude.
complimentary sniff, but like when you owe me a sniff, dude, you gotta smell it.
I have no clue.
I feel like that's I feel like he's like, dude, you gotta smell it. It's so bad. What the shit is that?
Yeah, dude. And I think on
Watch.
that note, we
Watch.
might want to call it a night.
That will be the one. That book right there. Watch. That'll be the book that'll be like worth a ridiculous amount of money for no damn reason.
What would
I
be
always feel
funny?
like it's the worst covers.
Yeah. What would be
ends up being
funny?
the ones people spend the damn money on.
What would be funny is to like cut his face out and use it for like videos, like 'cause, you know, you can like superimpose your face, like just use that for all of our reels. And I feel bad, right? Because these artists do work very hard, and this actually looks painted. And it's honestly like a good cover outside of the face.
With the face and the way he's got his hand out, it's just
Yeah.
like he's like laughing his ass off because he knows he just stuck his finger up his ass, and now he's about to make you smell it.
All right,
Like,
let's see.
That is just.
Oh no, they're not homaging this one.
You didn't know that that's what it was? Yeah, it's the Frank Miller Wolverine, dude.
I guess the face threw me off that bad.
I know exactly what it was.
Okay, so it doesn't look as bad now that I kind of know what they're referencing with that goofy ass smile.
Oh no, it looks bad.
I don't know, dude. I don't think it's as bad as I thought.
No, it is.
What do
I'll
you
give
guys
it to
think in
Clayton
chat?
Crane. He did a way better job homaging that cover than that dude did.
The smell my finger comment. What's up, Blake? Oh my god. Give me a minute. Just finished a prostate exam. Take a whiff. Something's wrong with everyone. Dustin's gone. I think I think he's hot. I don't know, man.
Why did we not see this magnificent piece of art homage? This never gets homaged, which is perfectly fine with me because that just makes it, that continues to make it be special. I haven't shown this off and I just remembered. I mean, I did a video on it, but son of a bitch, this right here is the gem of my collection at this point. Holy Santa Claus shit. 1966 9.0. Oh, so good. So good. And there's so few of these out there. I am pretty confident in saying that I don't think there I don't think that anyone that watches or will watch this video ever will have one. I'm pretty confident in that. I think Nick rolled out.
No, Nick's still here.
Oh, okay. I thought you threw me up here and bounced.
No, I wouldn't do that. I do need to go since I have to get up in the morning. But yeah, this is maybe I should do a video on that.
Yeah. Yeah. These are whew, wow.
I'm a fan.
You like that?
No, not at all.
Oh, I thought you said you were a fan. I'm like,
I was being
you better be
facetious.
bullshitting because that is frigged up.
We have,
my
dang
God.
it, my stuff is frozen. I can't do anything now.
What'd you do?
I tried to download this picture so I could actually like edit or remove his face and put it over the top of mine, and then it's just frozen on trying to download it, so it's like broken. I have no clue what just happened.
Hell yeah. Well, if anybody is looking for some Geiger number ones, I got them first prints out here, $500 a piece, or I'll sell them both to you for $1,020. So hit me up. 9.8 guarantees, no doubt. Oh yeah, 9.8 guarantees. I got the goods, baby. Got the goods. I mean, like these two right here, like this right here is 100% dog shit compared to the new hotness right here. You know what I'm saying?
Is it the hotness?
Oh yeah. I seriously don't think that there's a book in my collection that I was as excited to own as this one.
Well, are you ever gonna?
Gosh, man, like it's crazy.
Are you ever gonna give it up?
Shut up.
You ever gonna let it down?
Mm-mm.
Just don't let it.
I almost want to crack this thing open, dude. I almost want to crack it open.
Mm. Well, don't let it make you cry. Just don't say goodbye.
Well, even though not a single solitary member that has a shot at winning is watching or will watch the video, do you want to go ahead and let's set up the wheel and do the members only giveaway?
Yeah, give me just a second.
It's going to be for the Mad K Studios box. Slabs in here, exclusives, number ones, all kinds of shit in here.
Plus one of those posters.
Yeah, plus one of those posters, and I'll throw in one of the legal burning things too.
All right.
Is it bad that you know how I get? I get on these kicks where like I don't have the ability to focus on more than one thing at a time, especially like with like the comics and stuff. Like I got it. I got on the Captain America train. That was, and I got all the
Spinning.
Cap stuff I wanted. Then I got the Ghost Rider, and I got all the Ghost Rider stuff I wanted. Now I'm on Fantastic Four, but there's a lot more Fantastic Four shit I want than there was of the others.
Congratulations to Trinity.
My favorite YouTuber, baby.
All right. Thank you guys so much for all of the members. 100%. That was just the golden
At least
age
we know
tier.
Trinity does watch.
I liked how he just avoided the whole thing with him being in your room tour when you asked him. He's
I
like,
know,
yeah.
I'm never disappointed.
Yeah, it's okay. It happens. As my daughter says, it just happens sometimes.
I was
It's
expecting
okay.
at least a little pop.
He probably doesn't actually like watching you.
Yeah, he would have popped in here tonight though if he wasn't live right now too.
He probably just watches this for the mustache, as everyone else. But guys, it has been fun. It's been wonderful. It's been a very solid night, a productive night. It went better than I thought it would. So we'll be headed to Atlanta first thing in the morning, and
We'll have a really cool. We'll have a CGC grade reveal video for next week. So,
I have a Hobbit pipe.
do you remember what all was in your submission?
No, I do not.
So, bone number 1. Hey, soft pockets. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, man. That's awesome. Dude, we got to do this every week. We'll just put up that we're going to donate it. And then I'm just kidding.
No,
that is horrible. So that's going to be $100 going to the Comics Curing Cancer. Soft pockets. I'll make sure that everyone, I'll make sure that they know that that was a super chat from you. So we appreciate that, and I know that they do too. So that's awesome of you. Phone number 1's in there. Your Kanto number 1 black and white is in there.
all 4.0s.
The Riri Williams is in there.
That's an 8.5.
Your ASM 316.
That one's a 2.0.
Your ASM 42. Your
9.0.
Superman 233.
6.
And I feel like I'm missing something. Your Wizard magazine, like I said, that's probably going to be another couple months because it's like a 2-year turnaround without fast track. I guess that's it. I thought there was more, but I've already got them taped up and everything. But hey, Rob, thanks for coming, dude. Seriously, thanks for showing up every week when we're doing this, man. You and Glitter and Duct Tape both. Yeah, there she is. Appreciate you guys showing up and interacting with us. Like we appreciate that because it definitely makes the show a lot more fun. And it's good to know that there's at least a couple people out there that find some kind of value or at least entertainment in us sitting here doing this every week. So we genuinely appreciate it, guys.
Yep. And again, thanks so much to Soft Pockets for $50. I think that's the largest super chat ever. And it's going to go right to Comics Curing Cancer.
That's right.
Rob and his and we'll donate directly there.
Yeah.
So once we do that, we'll screenshot it and put it up.
Yeah. We'll because we can go straight to their website there. Rob's dropping that link everywhere. Like I said, guys, make sure you're tuning in tomorrow to all the C3 channel events that are going on. They're doing auctions, so you can donate and you're going to get something in return that you want. I'll be on with Burt Nasty this Sunday, and I'm going to be doing an auction for a year of free pressing and cleaning from me. So that's going to be there. So,
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, Perry. It's always fun. I'm always happy when I see Perry jump in, man. There's Nick and I talk about it all the time how much we miss the old crew. You know, we feel like we were the last channel to get in with like the OG crew, and man, that was definitely a special time that we really enjoyed. We talk about it all the time, how much we enjoyed that the first couple years when we were all going live and hanging out all the time. It was awesome. These new kids don't know how to do it, Perry. We need to have an OG night. Nick and I have been threatening it for a long time. We talked to John and a couple other people too. We've been threatening it.
I just want Perry.
Oh I want to get Perry, John, Bueller,
I just want Perry
JD.
and Bueller together again, just so I can see them two. I don't think they've been on a live since then.
They have. They actually met in person and did stuff
Oh, did
together.
they? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
We should go
yeah.
back and rewatch some of the old live
'Cause
streams.
Bueller was a total dick to Perry. He was like,
What?
"You're fatter than I thought you would be." I'm like, "That's a shitty thing to say to somebody."
And Bueller hates all short people, and he gets to decide on who's short or not.
I know. I saw that and I was like, "Well, I guess it's a good thing that I didn't get to
Yeah.
meet him that day." But
I know.
but yeah, we're gonna do it one night, man. We're gonna get the old crew together and show these young whippersnappers here how to do it. Show them how we used to kick it, man.
This is what it used to be like for you guys.
We'll even have to rope Dylan in, man. Get him away from Robbie for a night and come back and hang out with us for a little bit. Yeah, Rod. Yeah, that's why I was going down that list. I was like, we had JB, JB, John, Rod, Perry, Bueller. We had Dylan, Chaos. Golly, I mean, all it would take would be us going back and looking at a live stream from a couple years ago, because it was every night somebody was having a party.
I'm trying to find my lighter so I can impersonate Perry, because all you would see is you'd see this. This would happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he'd come back and I can't even do it.
You'd hear bubbling. I never knew what it was.
Yeah.
Somebody explained it to me. I was like, oh, I didn't know it made that noise.
Yeah,
Like,
Perry would be. You'd just hear lighter noises, and then you'd hear this. You'd hear.
Yeah, I was late to work a lot of days because I was just like, nah, I got to get on, man. Everybody's having too much damn fun.
Good Lord. I love it. It was a good time.
Yep. Absolutely.
Cool, guys. So that's I did post in the link where
that's awesome, glitter and duct tape. Yeah, it was definitely a special time for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, we need to try to plan, actually plan it down.
Mm-hmm.
That's the community spirit. We'll bring it back. Just yeah, for real. I was thinking about Edwin the other day when not the other day. I guess it's been about a month or two. I was playing through Dragon Ball on a Switch, but it's the Kakarot game. And I got to the part where it's the Ginyu Force, and they were doing the poses and stuff. And I remember whenever he would do the poses and the pictures, and yeah, he was one of the very few people that actually like Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, like he was one of those people like I had something that was like very in common with him, and then you had your thing in common with him. Like, I don't care about your thing, you don't care about my thing, but like, we both bonded with Edwin over it. So that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Taking on X-Men like code names or wrestling yeah, dude, he was in everything. Wrestling, Turtles, Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I mean, comics, video games, action figures. I mean, I was actually watching some of his content not long ago because we got an email notification. I don't have Twitter, but we got an email notification that his account did something.
And he has it set up on some type of automatic thing.
Yeah, and it made me, and this was like within the last couple of weeks. So I went back and watched, I was watching some of his videos and stuff, and just an entertaining guy. Just an all around good dude. There ain't a whole lot of folks out there that you can just say like he's just a good motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he and our relationship was more of a lot of times like a one-upsmanship kind of like, macho pissing contest kind of thing. But like we both knew what we both understood, like what it was.
Yeah.
And we just always giving each other shit over whatever we could. It was fun.
Yeah, for sure. Perfect. I get Twitter unless you Yeah, I don't think Dustin needs to belong anywhere near Twitter.
Yeah,
he's good enough on Instagram. So, all right, guys. Well, listen, we appreciate all of you. It has been a very joyful night, and we do
Mhm.
appreciate everybody that watches, all of the members. Again, super do appreciate the super chat. That was quite frankly fantastic, Soft Pocket. So, thank you so much, and hopefully, we'll be back next Saturday night, depending on what's going on.
Collect your way, except when it comes to those invisible variants. Don't do that dumb shit.
Oh man, just don't do the dumb stuff.
Don't do that dumb shit.
Is that going to be our new thing? All right, here we go. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.